Chapter 2581. Just call me brother. The Lei family patriarch flew to the depths of Thunder Mountain, breaking through an invisible barrier to enter the core area of Thunder Mountain. The spiritual veins here were turbulent, more violently than ever. There was no thunder falling. Instead, the thunder had turned into a sea of thunder. The Lei family patriarch did not dare to touch the sea of thunder, knowing it was a forbidden area. He said loudly, "Senior, Lei Ming greets you." He used his Tao to project his voice, which resonated through the thunder and echoed across the world. He called repeatedly, one after another. A moment later, the voice of Taoist Tianlei sounded from the sea of thunder. "What's the matter?" In the sea of thunder, the shadow of Taoist Tianlei rose. It was just a shadow, but it brought terrible pressure, making the Lei family patriarch breathless and almost unable to maintain the true body of the Tao. The ancestor of the Lei family realized the vast gap between him and Taoist Tianlei. Even though he had comprehended the true body of the great Tao, he was still as weak as an ant in the eyes of the other party. Lei Yiming, the ancestor of the Lei family, said respectfully, "I have met the senior." "How are you?" Taoist Tianlei looked serious and unhappy. "If you have something to say, just say it." Lei Yiming knew the temper of Taoist Tianlei and was neither angry nor dared to be angry. His tone remained respectful. "Junior saw the origin of the spiritual vein riot, so I came to see it." Taoist Tianlei said, "The spiritual vein riot was caused by me, so there is no need to make a fuss." Lei Yiming breathed a sigh of relief. Since it was done by the senior, then it's okay. This powerful senior wanted to do something, and he had no way to control it, nor did he dare to control it. It was already very good to be able to get an answer. Lei Yiming said respectfully, "I'll take my leave now." Just as he was about to leave, Taoist Tianlei suddenly said, "Wait a minute." Lei Yiming stopped immediately. "What do you want, senior?" Two shadows appeared beside Taoist Tianlei. One was Lin Moyu, who was practicing with his eyes closed, and the other was Xiaoyu, who was practicing boxing. "His name is Lin Moyu, and he is my brother. Her name is Xiaoyu, and she is my disciple." Taoist Tianlei introduced the identities of the two people and didn't say much else. Lei Yiming was a smart man, and he immediately understood what Taoist Tianlei meant. "Junior understands. From now on, they are the most distinguished guests of my Lei family. No one dares to touch them in my Lei family's territory." Taoist Tianlei nodded. "Okay, you have just realized the true body of the great Tao. After you have stabilized for a period of time, come here to practice for a while. I will teach you something." Lei Yiming was overjoyed and almost knelt on the spot. "Thank you, senior." Taoist Tianlei waved his hand. "Let's go." Junior bids farewell. Lei Yiming was very obedient and turned around to leave immediately. The ancestor of the Lei family, who was dignified and adamant in front of others, was as obedient as a quail in front of Taoist Tianlei. This is the change caused by strength. No matter who you are, if you are not as strong as others, you can only obey. The ancestor of the Lei family asked him to do things, and at the same time, he would give sweet things to make the ancestor of the Lei family willing. The spiritual vein riot was caused by Taoist Tianlei's arousing the power of the spiritual vein. It would cause some damage to the spiritual vein, but for Lin Moyu, it was a great benefit. Under the infusion of the power of the origin at all costs, countless great insights were stuffed in. Lin Moyu didn't even need to feel anything. He could directly understand the countless mysteries of the great Tao. His cultivation level was also improving rapidly, and he was improving all three of the great Taos. These 10 days were equivalent to hundreds of years of hard practice. Lin Moyu experienced again what it meant to upgrade like a rocket. Lei Yiming returned from the depths of Leishan Mountain, bringing the great Tao's true body, and came to the square. He put away his true body and revealed his true face. Lei Yiming looked like a middle-aged man, not much older than Lei Zhengying, with lightning all over his body, and he looked like a bolt of lightning. Lei Zhengying and Lei Sanxiang came to Lei Yiming and saluted respectfully. "Meet the ancestor." Lei Yiming waved his hand. "You are the head of the family, you don't have to do this. The head of the family should act like the head of the family. Lei Zhengying is the face of the Lei family. No matter who he faces outside, he will not be polite." Lei Zhengying understood this truth. "Ancestor, do you know what happened in the depths of Leishan Mountain?" Lei Yiming said, "Nothing, the spiritual veins are a little turbulent, and they will recover in a few days. Don't worry." Hearing Lei Yiming say this, Lei Zhengying and Lei Sanxiang both breathed a sigh of relief. Lei Yiming is the stabilizing force of the Lei family, and his words will not be wrong. Lei Jungying said, I'm sorry to disturb the ancestors' retreat this time. Lei Yiming said, it's okay, I just finished my training and came out of retreat to see the current situation of my Lei family. It just happened that Leishan Mountain was opened, so let's see how the younger generation of my Lei family is doing this time. Lei Yiming obviously didn't leave and was ready to wait here. Naturally, no one dared to oppose his decision, and Lei Jungying wished it would be so. With Lei Yiming here, there is no need to worry about any trouble. Lei Yiming's eyes swept across the whole scene and finally fell on Xiaowu. Xiaowu was in the formation, and it could block Jiyu Nianhai, but it could not block Lei Yiming. Lei Yiming not only saw Xiaowu but also saw the avenue of luck on Xiaowu. His eyes fixed, what's going on? Lei Jungying immediately reported everything, and Lei Yiming's eyes turned and he immediately figured it out. Lei Yiming whispered, protect her. Lei Jungying nodded immediately, don't worry, ancestor, Miss Xiaowu is in my Lei family, nothing will happen. Practicing without rest, 30 days passed in a blink of an eye, and the opening of Leishan this time also came to an end. The spiritual veins deep in Leishan calmed down a day ago and no longer rioted. It was as if nothing had happened. With the Lei family's order, the formation was running, and those who were sent into Leishan were teleported back one by one. There were many people going in, and the formation teleported one by one, and it would take some time to send them all back. There was no danger in Leishan, and everyone was safe. Lei Yiming squinted his eyes and looked at everyone who came out. Lei Jungying looked at him strangely and thought to himself, is the ancestor looking for someone? Suddenly, Lei Yiming found the person he was looking for, please bring this girl over. Lei Jungying immediately responded, yes, sir. The person Lei Yiming pointed to was Xiaoyu. Xiaoyu had just been teleported out and was still confused. Lei Jungying walked quickly to Xiaoyu, Miss Xiaoyu, please come over. Xiaoyu knew Lei Jungying, she said, oh, in a daze, and followed Lei Jungying. She walked and looked around, but did not see Lin Moyu. Strange, where did the master go? Xiaoyu did not know where Lin Moyu was, she just thought Lin Moyu had something to do and left. Lei Jungying brought Xiaoyu to Lei Yiming and was about to introduce her, but Lei Yiming took the initiative to speak, you are Miss Xiaoyu, right? Xiaoyu instinctively nodded, yes, senior. Lei Yiming waved his hand and said, Miss Xiaoyu, you don't need to call me senior, just call me brother. Ah, Lei Jungying, Lei Sanxiang, and Lu Fengqing were all stunned. If Xiaoyu called Lei Yiming big brother, wouldn't Lin Moyu become Lei Yiming's senior? They all became Lin Moyu's juniors, and even Xiaoyu's juniors. Xiaoyu was obviously a little overwhelmed, not knowing whether to call him or not. Xiaoyu. In a panic, Lin Moyu's voice sounded like a heavenly sound in Xiaoyu's ears. Master. Xiaoyu ran over with cheers as if she saw a savior and suddenly shrank behind Lin Moyu and hid. Chapter 2582, 2582. Chapter 2582. Anyone who dares to touch you will become Lei's enemy. Xiaoyu hid behind Lin Moyu, poking her head out to look at Lei Yiming. This old senior was so intimidating, and he actually asked her to call him big brother. Given his appearance, she should be calling him uncle. With a sound like glass breaking, Xiaoyu suddenly broke through the formation and rushed out, crashing into Lin Moyu's arms like a storm. She clung to Lin Moyu, wrapping her arms and legs tightly around him as if she wanted to merge into his body. Wu, master, you are finally back. The sound of crying filled the air, followed by a wet sensation. Xiaowu's tears fell like rain, hitting Lin Moyu's face with a heavy thud. These were the tears of a heavenly venerable, each drop was heavy enough to kill someone in the other shore realm. Lin Moyu knew what was going on and patted Xiaowu on the back, don't worry, I'm not seriously injured. Xiaowu cried and sobbed. Xiaowu knew master would be fine, but Xiaowu was worried and scared. Lin Moyu comforted her, I'm back now, don't worry. Xiaowu has worked hard these days. Xiaowu whispered, it's not hard at all. These days, Xiaowu had been using the avenue of luck, constantly consuming her power. How could it not be hard? Now, Xiaowu's breath was weak and almost overdrawn. Lin Moyu understood Xiaowu's efforts, and the power of life flowed into Xiaowu's body, helping her recover. The power of life flowed like water, and Xiaowu's body emitted white light, exuding vitality. After a while, Xiaowu fell asleep in Lin Moyu's arms. Xiaoyu felt strange on the side, she didn't know what had happened. But Xiaoyu knew that something significant must have occurred, otherwise, it wouldn't be like this. She didn't ask, even if she wanted to, now wasn't the time. Xiaoyu also noticed the expressions of others. Lei Zhengying, Lei Sanxiang, and Lu Fengqing all looked at Lin Moyu as if they had seen a ghost. Only the strange uncle, Lei Yiming, seemed relatively normal. Lu Fengqing came to Lin Moyu and shouted exaggeratedly, "How are you still alive?" His voice was very loud, and Lin Moyu frowned. "Senior, please keep your voice down." Xiaowu just fell asleep. Lu Fengqing immediately lowered his voice. "How are you still alive? Not only alive but your cultivation has improved so much." Lin Moyu smiled and said, "Junior was just lucky and survived by chance." Although Lin Moyu was still a low-level Tianzun, he had made significant progress compared to before. Previously, he had just entered the low-level Tianzun realm, but now he had taken a big step forward and was not far from the mid-level Tianzun. Every step forward in the Tianzun realm requires a lot of time, comprehension, and opportunity. The speed of cultivation is very slow, often taking tens of millions of years. Things like Lin Moyu's sudden improvement in cultivation are impossible unless he encounters a great opportunity. Lei Zhengying and Lei Sanxiang looked at each other, and they also felt that Lin Moyu had received a great opportunity from the depths of Leishan. Under normal circumstances, it is impossible to improve so much without 1,000 or 800 years. Only Lei Yiming knew the situation. He took a step forward and blocked Lu Fengqing, interrupting his next words. Lei Yiming introduced himself to Lin Moyu, "Old man Lei Yiming." Lin Moyu immediately bowed, "Junior Lin Moyu, greetings, senior." He had heard from Taoist Tianlei before that the ancestor of the Lei family was called Lei Yiming. Lin Moyu was also slightly surprised that the ancestor of the Lei family would come here. Lei Yiming was very generous, "Don't talk about seniors or juniors." Lei and fellow Taoist Lin hit it off right away. "If you don't mind, just call me Brother Lei." Lin Moyu had already become a close friend of Taoist Tianlei, calling him brother. He was immune to this. "Senior, this is not good." Lei Yiming waved his hand, "What's good or bad? You are worried about Zhengying and Sanxiang, it doesn't matter, we can talk about our own things." No one knew Lei Yiming's true thoughts. Taoist Tianlei just told him Lin Moyu's name and said nothing else. Lei Yiming naturally knew what he wanted to do. He wanted to tell others that Lin Moyu was his brother, Lei Yiming, and whoever dared to touch Lin Moyu would be his enemy. He had thought too simply before. If he was of the same generation as Xiaoyu, he would have to be Lin Moyu's junior. It would be more reasonable to call Lin Moyu brothers. As for Taoist Tianlei, he decided to talk about his own things. I think Taoist Tianlei would not blame him. While talking, Lei Yiming tried his best to show a kind smile and did not forget to look at Xiaoyu, which scared her into shrinking her head back. His words made Lei Zhengying and Lei Sanxiang stand there in disbelief. They couldn't understand what Lei Yiming said to Xiaoyu before. Now he said this to Lin Moyu again. What exactly did their ancestor want to do? Was he crazy? But they didn't dare to question it. As children of the Lei family, the words of the ancestor could not be questioned. In the eyes of Lei Yiming, Lin Moyu was quite helpless and could only call him Brother Lei. Lei Yiming laughed, okay, you are my brother from now on. Whoever dares to touch you will be my enemy. These 2 tokens are given to you. Whoever dares to touch you, just take out the tokens and Lei will come out. As he said this, he took out 2 tokens and stuffed them into Lin Moyu's hands. The tokens were made of high-level origin crystals, with the word, Lei, engraved on one side and, Yi, on the other. Lin Moyu could feel that the token contained Lei Yiming's will. As long as the token was activated, Lei Yiming could use this will to condense the Daozan clone. When the Daozan reached a certain level, he could clone himself into millions of clones. Turning the clones into magic weapons and leaving them to the descendants was also a means of protection. Lei Yiming gave 2 tokens, one for Lin Moyu and the other for Xiaoyu. Lin Moyu did not refuse and accepted them calmly. Lei Zhengying and Lei Sanxiang were even more shocked. They knew what Lei Yiming's token meant. In the Lei family, this token is called the Lei Zuling. Among the children of each generation of the Lei family, only the most outstanding one can get it. Lei Zhengying got one back then, but Lei Sanxiang did not. Unexpectedly, Lei Ming now has 2. Lei Zhengying even suspected that Lin Moyu might be his ancestor's illegitimate son. This treatment was too good. Lu Fengqing also trembled all over and said to himself, is the Lei family ancestor crazy? In his opinion, the Lei family ancestor's behavior was crazier than his own. But he didn't dare to say it. No matter what, he didn't dare to offend the Lei family ancestor. Boom, lightning flashed, and Lei Pengpeng appeared in the square covered with lightning. Lei Pengpeng put away the lightning, glanced around, and immediately ran over happily. "Father, third uncle, I'm back." Lei Jungying smiled, "I'm glad you're back." Lei Yiming looked at Lei Pengpeng, "Your injury is indeed healed." Lei Jungying said, "Thanks to fellow Taoist Lin, Pengpeng is safe and sound." Lei Pengpeng ran up and saw Lei Yiming. "Hey, ancestor, you are here too." Lei Yiming also liked Pengpeng. The little girl has gained a lot. This time, Lei Pengpeng has gained a lot, and her realm has entered the realm of true gods. The large amount of natural materials and treasures she has eaten for so many years finally came into play. In the next period of time, Lei Pengpeng's cultivation will increase rapidly. Lei Pengpeng laughed and said, "Of course, I'm a genius. Grandpa, I want to play with Xiaoyu for a while, is that okay?" Lin Moyu knew that Xiaoyu was not comfortable here and smiled, "Go play with Pengpeng." The two immediately held hands and went to the side to talk in private. Chapter 2583, 2583. Chapter 2583. Yin family, Yin and Yang people. After Xiaoyu and Lei Pengpeng left, Lei Yiming said, "You all leave for a while. I want to talk to Brother Lin alone." Lei Jungying and Lei Sanxiang left without hesitation. Lu Fengqing also tactfully stepped back. An invisible force enveloped the two, isolating them from the outside world. Lei Yiming said, "Brother Lin, are you wondering why I want to be on good terms with you?" Lin Moyu nodded, "It's true that I'm a little confused, but as a senior, you must have your reasons." Lei Yiming said, "I'm a straightforward person who practices the Thunder Dao. I don't like to beat around the bush. I'm on good terms with you and gave you the Lei ancestor token for several reasons. First, you saved Pengpeng. Pengpeng is my great-granddaughter, a blood relative. You are her savior, so I naturally have to thank you. Second, I have a good impression of you. Don't disbelieve it. From the first time I saw you, I felt a good impression. The third reason is because of Senior Tianlei." As he spoke, he glanced towards the depths of the Laitian Mountains. Lin Moyu suddenly realized that the third reason was the biggest reason. It turned out to be the order of Taoist Tianlei. No wonder Yiming was so abnormal. Lin Moyu asked, "What did Brother Tianlei say to you?" Lei Yiming said, "Nothing much. Senior Tianlei just told me that you are his brother and Miss Xiaoyu is his disciple. Originally, I wanted to be friends with Miss Xiaoyu, but I think it's better to be friends with you. I don't think the senior will blame me." Lin Moyu laughed. It was indeed as he said. Other reasons were secondary. Taoist Tianlei was the foundation. It seems that he still benefited from Taoist Tianlei, but it's good this way. With the Lei family as a backer, it will be easier for him to settle down in the origin continent. Before he has enough strength, it is also a good idea to raise a big flag and find a backer. What's more, this backer will not ask you to do anything but will only do things for you. Where can you find such a good thing? After Lei Yiming finished speaking, he explained, "Brother Lin, don't think that I did this only for Senior Tianlei. The other two reasons are also very important. If you didn't meet my expectations, I wouldn't do my best." It would be better if he didn't explain. Once he explained, it felt like he was trying to cover up something. However, Lin Moyu's heart was as clear as a mirror, and he knew it very well. No matter where you are, everything is done for profit. Especially for an ancestor like Lei Yiming, he has to consider the Lei family and think twice before doing anything. The Lei family is his backer, and he also wants to find Taoist Tianlei as his backer. In the final analysis, one's own strength is the most important. After a discussion, Lin Moyu had a general understanding of Lei Yiming's personality and temper. People who practice the Thunder Dao actually don't have too many scheming thoughts and are more straightforward. Lin Moyu also likes to deal with such people and is straightforward. The sound of thunder continued to rumble, and people kept teleporting out of Laitian. Suddenly someone roared, "It's you! You stole my boxing gloves!" The aura of the godly realm rose, and the young man of the Yin family rushed towards Xiaoyu with strong murderous intent. Xiaoyu was talking to Xiaowu at this time, wearing the Shuangguang boxing gloves on her hands, gesturing something. Suddenly someone rushed towards her, and Xiaoyu, who had no combat experience, exclaimed and punched out instinctively. The light of the Shuangguang boxing gloves flowed, and an attack was launched, and the young man of the Yin family was immediately repelled. If the Shuangguang boxing gloves are fully launched, they can exert the attack of the heavenly realm. But Xiao Yu used it officially for the first time, and in a hurry. The power of this punch was less than 1/10,000th, only at the godly realm level. The young man of the Yin family was shocked and flew into the air, standing in the air, with precious light flowing on his body, and the killing intent continued to rise. You dare to resist? This young master will kill you now. As he said this, he rushed towards Xiao Yu again, with a stronger momentum than before, far beyond the godly realm. He also had a magic weapon similar to the Shuangguang boxing gloves, which could be used to exert power far beyond the godly realm. Stop! Stop! Who dares to take action in the land of the Lei family? The angry shouts rang out, and the Lei family wanted to stop it, but it was still a step too late. Lei Pengpeng shouted angrily, "Get out!" As she said that, she took a step forward and blocked Xiao Yu, with precious light flowing on her body, and a sword appeared in her hand. The sword was inlaid with 5 origin crystals, and the origin crystals glowed at the same time, and the Lei Shenxian sword was swung out. The brilliant sword energy swept up, with strong thunder in it. The young man of the Yin family was immediately blown away by the sword energy, and the whole person flew uncontrollably into the air, then fell heavily. His whole body was wrapped in lightning, and he could not move for a while. Lei Pengpeng held the sword, like a female war god, staring at the young man of the Yin family with sharp eyes. "Yin Yang, what do you want to do?" Xiao Yu couldn't help laughing when she heard the name. What a strange name. Lei Pengpeng snorted coldly. His surname is Yin, and his name is Yin Mingyang, but I like to call him Yin Yang. Being in Laikung together, Lei Pengpeng naturally knew Yin Yang. Xiao Yu said, "Oh," she knew from the other party's first sentence that he was a Yin family member, and her Shuangguang boxing gloves were snatched from him at the auction. The Lei family members came over one by one and stood in front of Lei Pengpeng. This is the territory of the Lei family. Even if they are Yin family members, they can't break the rules here. Lei Zhengying and Lei Sanxiang came side by side. Their faces were not good. Breaking the rules on the Lei family's territory, even if it was the Yin family, would have to pay the price. As for the reason, it was not important. No matter what the reason, you cannot act here. Lei Yiming and Lin Moyu also noticed the situation and walked over together. Xiao Wu hung on Lin Moyu, and Lin Moyu looked a little strange. But no one dared to laugh. Lin Moyu was standing side by side with their own ancestor, who dared to laugh. Seeing Yin Mingyang who could not get up, Lin Moyu roughly guessed the cause and effect of the matter. At the auction, I snatched a magic weapon that he had taken a fancy to, but I didn't expect him to hold a grudge. Lin Moyu was not worried about Xiao Yu's safety at all. Now Xiao Yu is a complete little hedgehog. Even if the Yin family's Taoist master took action, he might not be able to move the young lady. Lei Yiming looked at Yin Mingyang with a bad look, and his voice was low. Who else from the Yin family came this time? The Lei family manager immediately said, to reply to the ancestor, there is also the current eldest master of the Yin family, Yin Mingzong. Where are they? Just teleported out. As soon as the words fell, a man came running over. It was Yin Mingyang's elder brother, the middle-aged man he had seen at the auction that day. Yin Mingzong was much younger than the last time at the auction. He was a supreme before, but now after the trip to Laishan, he has broken through to the heavenly venerable realm. The quota for the core area that the Yin family had bid for was given to Yin Mingzong. Yin Mingzong came to Yin Mingyang, helped him up, and at the same time used the power of the heavenly venerable to eliminate the lightning on his body. As soon as Yin Mingyang recovered, he immediately shouted, "Brother, it was this dead girl who stole my Shuangguang boxing gloves." "Shut up!" Yin Mingzong shouted angrily, and at the same time slapped him in the face. Chapter 2584, 2584. Chapter 2584. The flexible Yin Mingyang was stunned by his elder brother's slap, but Yin Mingzong didn't have time to pay attention to him at that moment. Seeing the Shuangguang boxing gloves on Xiao Yu's hands, the angry Lei Pengpeng, and the lightning on Yin Mingyang's body, he quickly guessed the cause and effect of the situation. He saluted everyone and apologized. "My brother did something wrong. I apologize on his behalf. The Yin family will make amends. I hope the seniors of the Lei family will be generous and not bother with the juniors." He put his attitude very low and admitted his mistakes directly without a word of nonsense. In this way, it was difficult for the Lei family to blame him further. Before the auction, Lin Moyu felt that Yin Mingzong was very cunning, several times smarter than his brother. Now it seemed that he was not only cunning but also very smart, knowing how to judge the situation and bend and stretch as needed. Lu Fengqing said, "Your Yin family is really rich. You just took out a huge fortune, and now you are bleeding again. But with such a spendthrift in the Yin family, no matter how much wealth you have, it will be squandered. The hard work of the Yin family's ancestors is all for naught." Lu Fengqing's words were extremely sarcastic, but he was a Taoist master and also the Taoist master of the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce. The Yin family couldn't afford to offend him. Yin Mingzong looked at his incompetent brother fiercely and then whispered, "My Yin family's apology will surely satisfy all the seniors." Lei Sanxiang said, "Well, let's see what kind of apology your Yin family can come up with." Lei Sanxiang did not push Lin Moyu out. At this moment, it would be best for their Lei family to come forward to make the Yin family bleed to the greatest extent. If Lin Moyu were pushed out, with his identity as a low-level Tianzun, the Yin family would not take him seriously at all. Yin Mingzong nodded, "Senior, don't worry. My Yin family knows what to do." Lin Moyu had been staring at Yin Mingzong. Although he seemed sincere, his eyes were full of hatred. This hatred was not only for his own brother but also for Xiaoyu and Lei Pengpeng. This person cannot be kept. Lin Moyu marked him and would kill him if there was a chance. After all, the Yin family is a 5-star force. If the Yin family is concerned about it, it will sometimes be troublesome. The Lei family can indeed be used as a backer, but once you leave the Lei family, it's hard to say. Yin Mingzong took his useless brother away. Lei Sanxiang said, "Pengpeng, put away the sword." Lei Pengpeng obediently put away the magic weapon. "Father, third uncle, why don't you kill him?" Lei Junying said, "You can't kill him for the time being." "Why?" Lei Pengpeng asked. Lei Junying glanced at Ji Yu Nianhai in the distance and said lightly, "The reason is not enough." Lei Sanxiang touched Lei Pengpeng's head. "Pengpeng will understand these things in the future, so you don't have to think about them now." Lei Pengpeng snorted lightly, "When I become powerful in the future, I will kill him. This hermaphrodite is the most annoying." Lei Sanxiang laughed, "Okay, then keep him and wait until you become powerful in the future." Several people were chatting and laughing, and they did not shy away from discussing killing. Being in the origin continent and being born in the Lei family, they were already accustomed to such things. Lin Moyu already understood that the Yin family should be related to the Hanshui Holy Land. The Yin family was the eye of the Hanshui Holy Land placed in Laikeng to monitor the Lei family. The Lei family did not want to fall out with the Hanshui Holy Land, so they could not touch the Yin family for the time being. When the day comes when the Lei family is really going to fight the Hanshui Holy Land, the first family to be destroyed will be the Yin family. It is true that the Lei family is straightforward, but they are not stupid otherwise, they would not be able to become a 6-star force. Yin Mingzong took Yin Mingyang away, and after walking a distance, Yin Mingyang said viciously, "Brother, why didn't you help me?" Yin Mingzong looked at him as if he were an idiot, and he had already cursed him 100,000 times in his heart. "Help you? With so many Tao masters here, am I looking for death if I help you?" However, he did not say so. The Yin family cannot turn against the Lei family for the time being, so you have to bear this matter. I slapped you just now just for show. I shouldn't have hurt you. You should hold back this anger and tell the ancestor when you go back. The ancestor will definitely reward you. Don't be so impulsive in the future. If you are really hurt, your father will feel bad, and so will your brother. Yin Mingzong's slap looked heavy, but it actually hurt but did not injure. Yin Mingyang lost his temper after hearing this. "I understand. Thank you, brother. I won't be so impulsive in the future." The roar continued, and lightning flashed as people who entered the mountain kept returning. Ji Yu Nianshui appeared in the square with a flash of lightning. Ji Yu Nianhai stepped out to Ji Yu Nianshui's side, but his brows were tightly furrowed. When Ji Yu Nianshui went in, she was a half-step supreme. When she came out, she was still a half-step supreme. It can't be said that there was no progress, but it was too little. They had expected that after coming out of the core of Thunder Mountain, she could at least become a low-level supreme being. If they were lucky, she might even become a mid-level supreme being. Ji Yu Nianhai knew very well the qualifications of his granddaughter, and that she was the most talented person in this generation of the Holy Land of Hanshui. Ji Yu Nianhai's face looked a little ugly. "What's going on?" Ji Yu Nianshui whispered, "I don't know either. The source in the core of Thunder Mountain is indeed very rich and very powerful, but I can't absorb it. It seems that the source power in Thunder Mountain is incompatible with me. Gu Nianhai whispered to himself, incompatible. He thought for a few seconds, could it be because of the inheritance of the Horned Dragon Star Lord? After thinking about it carefully, this is the only possibility. Gu Nianshui said, Grandpa, could it be the Lei family who did it? Gu Nianhai immediately denied, the Lei family can't do it. If the Lei family could do it, the Holy Lord wouldn't have let you come. Gu Nianshui nodded, then it may be related to the inheritance of the Horned Dragon Star Lord. Gu Nianhai said, go back first and let the Holy Lord take a look. The two returned to the sedan chair, and they would leave after everyone arrived. Gu Nianhai was in a bad mood now. Gu Nianshui's trip was a waste of this quota. Although the matter is not big, it is a bit depressing. Lin Moyu watched this scene. He was the only one who knew why Gu Nianshui had not made any progress. In fact, it was all because of Xiaowu. Xiaowu weakened Gu Nianshui's luck, which led to this situation. When Gu Nianshui returned to the Hanshui Holy Land, Xiaowu's curse would naturally become ineffective under the influence of the Holy Land's huge luck. As for whether the Holy Land Lord could see the problem, it depended on his own ability. Half a day later, everyone was sent back from Leishan, and the release was completely over. Everyone left one after another, the Lei family opened the formation, and Leishan entered a closed state again. Chapter 2585, 2585. Chapter 2585. Taoist Tianlei is really generous. Likang, Yin family. The head of the Yin family, Yin Chengru, looked downcast, his face slightly gloomy. He had a feminine appearance, fair and clean, exuding a gloomy temperament. Although he was the head of the Yin family and the father of Yin Mingzong, he looked younger than Yin Mingzong. He had the cultivation of the Dao Zun realm and was one of the main decision-makers of the Yin family, with a status second only to the ancestor. At this moment, Yin Mingzong and Yin Mingyang stood in front of him, silent. Yin Mingzong had told Yin Chengru everything that happened in Leishan without any errors and also shared some of his own speculations. Yin Chengru took a sip of tea and whispered, Zonger, do you mean that the previous auction was also related to these people? Yin Mingzong whispered, I think it is very likely. The three of them not only snatched the Shuangguang boxing gloves but also competed with me at the last auction and then suddenly stopped. They are obviously acquainted with Elder Lu Fengqing of the Lu Feng Chamber of Commerce. I think it is very likely that they are the ones who did it. Perhaps they joined forces with Elder Lu Fengqing to gain benefits from our Yin family. Hearing Yin Mingzong's analysis, Yin Chengru fell silent. He knew that his eldest son had always been cautious in doing things. He really couldn't understand why such an accident happened at the auction this time. No matter how rich the Yin family is, it is impossible to use 10,000 third-level fine origin crystals to buy a fourth-level world-class origin crystal. The Yin family would never do such a loss-making business. The two brothers went to the auction before, which was also a kind of experience, and with Yin Mingzong there would not be any trouble. Unexpectedly, an accident still happened. Yin Chengru knew that the two brothers must have been calculated, but he couldn't find any clues, and the Yin family couldn't afford to offend the Lu Feng Chamber of Commerce, so this loss was taken. After suffering a loss, the Yin family naturally wanted to retaliate, but they couldn't find the source. This accidental discovery is a good clue. Yin Chengru said, we can't afford to offend the Lu Feng Chamber of Commerce, but we can't take this dumb loss. Zonger, Ming'er, take some people and bring those people back. Yin Mingzong said, what about the Lei family? Yin Chengru said, bring the thunder shielding formation. It's best if they are obedient. If they resist, just kill them directly. Do things cleanly and quickly. Ming'er, learn from your elder brother and control your temper. You are so old, but you are not good at all. If you still do this, how can your father be assured and hand over the Yin family to you in the future? Yin Mingyang faced his father and behaved very well. He didn't have the temper of the past at all. He said timidly, Father, don't worry, I will learn from my elder brother. Yin Chengru waved his hand, go, do it tonight, so as not to have more dreams at night. As the second-ranked family in Likang, although they are not as good as the Lei family, they are very familiar with Likang. They know how to avoid the surveillance of the Likang formation. As long as the movement is not too loud, the Likang formation will be difficult to detect. After the trip to Leishan, Lin Moyu returned to his own yard. The Lei family originally wanted to invite Lin Moyu to live in the Lei family, but Lin Moyu declined. He had the idea of using the Lei family as a backer, but he could not really rely on the Lei family. The real backer can only be himself, and the Lei family can only be used to wave the flag at most and be released for use at critical times. It was not until he returned to his own residence that Lin Moyu put Xiaowu down and placed her on the back of the calf. Xiaowu felt a familiar breath in her sleep and became very relieved. She hugged the calf and continued to sleep soundly. This time, Xiaowu was really exhausted, almost overdrawn, and almost hurt her origin. Lin Moyu used the power of life to stabilize Xiaowu's foundation. Now the best way for Xiaowu to recover was to take a nap, but this nap would be a bit long. Xiaoyu came to Lin Moyu obediently. "Master, this is something given by Master Tianlei." She handed the storage ring given by Taoist Tianlei to Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu smiled and said, "Since it was given to you by Senior Tianlei, it is yours." Xiaoyu shook her head. "It is full of origin crystals. Xiaoyu can't use so many." "Oh, how many?" Xiaoyu couldn't count them, so she simply took out all the origin crystals and piled them into several small hills in the yard for her master to take a look. Lin Moyu was slightly shocked. "It's really a lot." There were 2 piles of small hills in front of them. The largest pile was 6th order ordinary origin crystals, with more than 5,000 crystals. It was equivalent to 5 million 3rd order ordinary origin crystals. The other pile was 6th order fine origin crystals, with a total of 500 crystals. The value of these origin crystals was inestimable. If all were converted into the most common 3rd order origin crystals, there were at least 10 million crystals. Big brother Tianlei is really generous. Lin Moyu was secretly amazed. Taoist Tianlei gave quite a lot of origin crystals. At the same time, he smiled and said, "Xiaoyu has become a rich woman." Xiaoyu shook her head. "Xiaoyu doesn't need so many origin crystals. Master is more useful than Xiaoyu with them." Lin Moyu smiled and shook his head. "Xiaoyu keeps them first. If I need them in the future, I will ask Xiaoyu for them." Xiaoyu hesitated for a moment but finally put away the origin crystals obediently. "Then when master needs them, tell Xiaoyu at any time." Lin Moyu said, "Xiaoyu, your master Tianlei is busy and cannot teach you in person. I will pass on his thunder Dao to you on his behalf." Xiaoyu's eyes widened. "Do I still need to practice the boxing that master taught me?" Lin Moyu smiled slightly. "The 2 are not contradictory, you can practice them together. Now concentrate and calm down, master will teach you the great Tao." Xiaoyu immediately adjusted her breathing, and her mind instantly fell into silence. Born with a jade soul, coupled with Xiaoyu's innocent heart, concentrating and calming down is as easy for her as eating and drinking. Lin Moyu gently tapped Xiaoyu's brow with one finger, and the great Tao of Taoist Tianlei was passed on. Taoist Tianlei gave Lin Moyu 2 jade cards, one of which recorded his lifelong formation learning, and the other jade card was the Great Tao of Thunder. The Great Tao of Thunder is extremely powerful, and Xiaoyu's current realm is simply unbearable. So Lin Moyu only passed on a part of it first. At this moment, another benefit of the born jade soul was also revealed. Xiaoyu's soul physique can almost perfectly match any kind of power. Born with a jade soul is the top cultivation physique on the origin continent. No matter which great Tao is cultivated, it can be rapidly improved. Lin Moyu passed on all the cultivation methods of the Great Tao of Thunder to Xiaoyu on behalf of Taoist Tianlei. While teaching the Great Tao, Lin Moyu also gained something from it. Although he did not practice the Great Way of Thunder, he could learn from others' experience. All the great ways eventually lead to the same destination, which did not prevent Lin Moyu from learning from one example and applying it to other cases. After the teaching was completed, Xiaoyu closed her eyes for 4 months to digest it. Lin Moyu began to accept the formation of Taoist Tianlei. Yin and Yang alternated, and the origin of Taiyin soon ruled the earth. Lin Moyu suddenly opened his eyes, looked outside the courtyard, and sneered, "You are really brave, Yin family." Chapter 2586, 2586. Chapter 2586, How about asking you to kill someone? The yard was very quiet. Xiaowu was still sleeping on the calf, which lay on a soft bed without moving. Xiaoyu was still absorbing and digesting the cultivation method. Taoist Tianlei's avenue was very majestic, and it would take some time to absorb it completely. Lin Moyu came back to his senses from the sea of formations. Taoist Tianlei had come a long way in the art of formation. According to the level, he had reached the level of an 8th level formation master, 1 level higher than Lu Fengqing. However, Taoist Tianlai specialized in weapon formations and did not integrate rune formations into them. Most of the formations he practiced were related to thunder. Lin Moyu could not copy them completely but could only absorb their essence and then integrate them into his own ideas to form his own way of formation. In fact, every formation master has their own way of formation. If you only learn from your predecessors, it is difficult to become a formation master. Lin Moyu did not fully understand this yet, but it did not prevent him from forming his own way of formation. The path that Lin Moyu takes has always been his own path. The process is long, but Lin Moyu is very confident. He has discovered that he has a talent for formation that is comparable to his talent for runes. Things that others find difficult to understand can be easily mastered by him. In just half a day, Lin Moyu had mastered the knowledge of the formations of the first to third levels from Taoist Tianlai and integrated it with his own knowledge of formations, making it his own. The originally quiet courtyard suddenly became even quieter, and all the sounds disappeared at this moment. The courtyard temporarily disappeared from the surveillance of the Laikung formation and entered another space. The courtyard was shrouded by an inexplicable force, shrinking continuously, and the space expanded accordingly. Lin Moyu looked outside the courtyard calmly, and the eye of the undead was opened at the same time. Soul flames burned and rose in the eye of the undead. You are really brave. A total of 8 people came. 1 god, 1 low-level heavenly venerable, 5 middle-level heavenly venerables, and 1 high-level heavenly venerable. Lin Moyu knew their identities without having to guess. The god was Yin Mingyang, also the yin-yang person mentioned by Xiaoyu. The low-level heavenly venerable was Yin Mingzong, the eldest young master of the Yin family. The 5 middle-level heavenly venerables and 1 high-level heavenly venerable were naturally the heavenly venerables of the Yin family. I'm not stupid, I guessed it was me, Lin Moyu muttered to himself. It was not difficult for the Yin family to guess him. He first bid for the Shuangguang boxing gloves, which caused a conflict with the Yin family, and then raised the price. The most important thing was that he also knew Lu Fengqing. The Yin family just gritted their teeth and gave Lu Fengqing the crystal of the origin of the sky pole. With such a relationship, they could naturally guess that it was him. As for evidence, there was no need for evidence. Lin Moyu just felt strange that they were so bold that they dared to take action in Laikung. They should have a way to avoid the surveillance of the Lei family's formation. Lin Moyu looked outside the courtyard and vaguely discovered a formation. This formation covered the courtyard. The Yin family used this formation to dare to act recklessly in Laikung. Lin Moyu waved his hand, and the world of rules unfolded, taking in the sleeping Xiaoyu and the calf. As for Xiaoyu, she did not move. Anyone who dared to take action against Xiaoyu would be afraid for their own life. Then Lin Moyu took out the tea set and leisurely made tea for himself. The gate of the courtyard was pushed open, and Yin Mingzong walked in with his men. Seeing such a leisurely Lin Moyu, Yin Mingzong was a little surprised. You knew we were coming. Lin Moyu didn't care at all. Drinking tea by himself, is it important? Yin Mingzong whispered, since you knew, why didn't you leave? Yin Mingzong felt a little uneasy. With the relationship between Lin Moyu and the Lei family, as long as he lived in the Lei family, no one in Laikung could do anything to him. But he didn't go. Was it for his own reasons? Or was there something else he relied on? Yin Mingzong looked around. There was nothing in the yard except the motionless Xiaoyu and Lin Moyu, who was leisurely drinking tea. There were several houses behind the yard. The houses were closed, and there was no breath inside. When he was unsure, Yin Mingyang couldn't help but speak. Brother, why waste time talking to him? Just catch him and take him back, and kill him if he dares to resist. Yin Mingzong whispered, wait, something is wrong. Yin Mingyang looked around, what's wrong? There's no one else here. Lin Moyu suddenly laughed, the Yin-Yang man is right, there is indeed no one else here. Yin Mingyang said, I said there is no one else. Suddenly, he glared at Lin Moyu, boiling with anger, you dare to call me a Yin-Yang man. Lin Moyu said, how about you kill someone with Yin-Yang in the future? Anyway, you are going to die soon. Yin Mingyang roared, you are going to die, and your whole family is going to die. Kill him for this young master will cut him into pieces. Yin Mingyang's young master temper came up again, and he roared loudly. But the few heavenly venerables who followed did not move. They had to obey Yin Mingzong's orders, not this idiot's second young master. Yin Mingzong said to the high-ranking heavenly venerable beside him, Uncle Wang, is there really no one? His name is Yin Changwang, who is of the same generation as Yin Changru but belongs to a branch. Yin Changwang nodded, there is indeed no one else. In that case, let's do it and make a quick decision. Yin Mingzong suppressed his inner doubts and gave an order. Several heavenly venerables started at the same time and attacked Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu chuckled and tapped his fingers on the table. In an instant, 10 skeleton kings appeared behind him. The sudden appearance of the skeleton kings scared several Yin family heavenly venerables. Each skeleton king was as powerful as them. Yin Mingzong's face changed drastically, and Yin Changwang beside him also changed his face. I made a mistake. He did not hesitate and attacked Lin Moyu. He slapped out with his palm, and the palm prints were overwhelming, attacking from all directions, covering Lin Moyu and the skeleton kings. When he slapped out, the skeleton kings stood up and waved the bone swords at the same time. Spell, White Bone God Slashing. The sword light lit up, and the 5 middle-level Tianzun of the Yin family screamed at the same time and retreated in panic. Blood holes exploded on their bodies, and blood rushed out without stopping. At the same time, countless wounds appeared all over their bodies, and the skeleton king's white bone law attacked their souls at the same time. As soon as they met, the 5 people were injured. They took out pills and threw them into their mouths. The injury to the flesh was a trivial matter, but the injury to the soul was much more troublesome. Fortunately, Yin Changwang acted quickly, and his attack had already covered the skeleton kings and Lin Moyu. Die! Yin Changwang shouted softly. The skeleton kings collapsed in the palm prints. At this time, there was a figure flashing around Lin Moyu, and Cheng Hongguang appeared beside Lin Moyu. Cheng Hongguang waved his hand, and the power of the high-level Tianzun realm burst out, blocking the attack for Lin Moyu. Yin Changwang's expression suddenly changed. High-level Tianzun. Yin Mingzong knew that he was in trouble. Lin Moyu was actually protected by a high-level Tianzun. In this case, it would be difficult to capture him. His eyes turned. Uncle Wang, entangle the high-level Tianzun, we will deal with Lin Moyu. Mingyang, you go and catch that girl. Good. Yin Changwang shouted and attacked again. He took out a net-like magic weapon and threw it towards Cheng Hongguang. Cheng Hongguang snorted coldly and slapped out with his palm, directly knocking Yin Changwang's magic weapon away. Yin Changwang controlled the magic weapon and fought with Cheng Hongguang. The 5 heavenly venerables of the Yin family plus Yin Mingzong attacked Lin Moyu again. Suddenly, their faces changed drastically. The 10 skeleton kings that were scattered were resurrected at the same time and appeared again. At this time, Yin Mingyang had also attacked Xiaoyu, but Lin Moyu did not move at all and continued to drink tea. Not good, Mingyang, stop. Yin Mingzong shouted, but it was too late to go back. Chapter 2587, 2587. Chapter 2587, you will definitely not survive. Yin Mingyang did not heed Yin Mingzong's warning. He didn't want to capture Xiaoyu, he wanted to kill her. His eyes were filled with murderous intent as he kept muttering, I'll make you pay for snatching my magic weapon. He was furious that Xiaoyu had taken his Shuangguang boxing gloves, and his heart was full of hatred. So, when he attacked, he aimed to kill Xiaoyu. Using a magic sword, he turned into lightning and shot at Xiaoyu's head. Being a god, and Xiaoyu only in the super god realm, the difference between them was vast. Even a breath from him could kill Xiaoyu, but he still used a magic weapon, intending to obliterate her completely. In his eyes, there was only crazy hatred, no mercy at all. As Yin Mingzong's voice sounded, Yin Mingyang's sword had already reached Xiaoyu. A bright light bloomed from Xiaoyu's body, and with a light sound, the lightning exploded, shattering Yin Mingyang's magic weapon into slag. The jade belt on Xiaoyu's waist sparkled, actively protecting its master. Yin Mingzong's pupils shrank suddenly, a protective treasure. This kind of magic weapon is called a protective treasure, and it is difficult for ordinary people to obtain. Those who can obtain a protective treasure must be extraordinary. But the next second, his eyes widened, and he shouted angrily, stop. His shouting was just a reminder to Yin Mingyang, but it was a step too late again. A short sword appeared above Xiaoyu's head, turning into lightning. It instantly circled around Yin Mingyang and then returned. The whole process was faster than lightning, and Yin Mingyang, as a god, had no time to react. The next moment, lightning flashed all over his body, and he exploded, filling the yard with broken flesh. He was really shattered to pieces, and his soul was scattered. Lin Moyu knew very well that if Yin Mingyang hadn't intended to kill Xiaoyu, the Dao Soul Sword would not have appeared. The difference between their realms was too great, and Xiaoyu couldn't resist the opponent's fatal blow at all, so she activated the Dao Soul Sword. Xiaoyu was now a hedgehog. Even if a Tianzun wanted to kill her, there was only one way to die. Lin Moyu said slowly, now he has truly become a dead yin. Yin Mingzong was furious, you dare to kill Mingyang. Do you know who he is? Lin Moyu smiled, does it matter who he is? Yin Mingzong roared, you are dead. The Yin family will not let you go. Lin Moyu shook his head and said, I don't know whether I will die or not, but you will definitely not survive. His fingertips tapped lightly on the table, and the skeleton kings were now inside and outside the yard. The yard was full of skeleton kings standing tall. 100 skeleton kings filled the space, and the whole yard was packed. If it weren't for the Yin family's formation, the small yard couldn't even fit a skeleton king. Yin Mingzong screamed, with so many puppets, who are you? Lin Moyu sighed, you don't know the main and the secondary. It seems that you are just a little clever, and it's hard to achieve great things. After that, the skeleton kings swung their swords and cut them down at the same time. Spell, White Bone Slashing God. In the sword light, the Tianzun brought by the Yin family screamed at the same time. The sword light tore them into pieces, and the white bone law destroyed their souls simultaneously. Yin Mingzong's body was shining with precious light. As the eldest son of the Yin family, he had a magic weapon to protect him. But his magic weapon was inferior to Xiaoyu's three-piece set of protection. Under the strong sword light, Yin Mingzong's magic weapon only lasted for half a second before it was broken and collapsed on the spot. Yin Mingzong spurted blood, and his body and soul were severely injured at the same time. But with the magic weapon to protect him, Yin Mingzong was able to save his life. Lin Moyu chuckled, not bad, he's still alive. Yin Mingzong was full of fear for Lin Moyu at this moment, Senior, spare me, don't kill me. Lin Moyu smiled, when you are dying, you finally distinguish the primary from the secondary. I thought you were not afraid of death, but it seems so. Don't worry, I will give you a quick death. Yin Mingzong's face changed drastically, the fear of death filled his eyes, and he shouted, Uncle Wang, save me. Lin Moyu shook his head and said, he can't even save himself, how can he save you? At this moment, Yin Chengwang had been entangled by Cheng Hongguang. The strength of both sides was similar. With the help of the power of the magic weapon, he was invincible. He saw everything that happened in the courtyard. He wanted to save people but was dragged by Cheng Hongguang. Hearing Yin Mingzong's cry for help, Yin Chengwang roared, get out of here. The huge power of the high-level Tianzun rolled and moved, and the thunder shielding formation suddenly roared and was about to fall. The thunder shielding formation is very strong. Even if a high-level Tianzun fights in it, it can remain intact for a certain period of time. Even if Yin Chengwang wants to break the formation, it will take time. Lin Moyu chuckled, is this considered a cocoon for oneself? He had seen clearly that this formation comes from a formation plate. The array was just outside the courtyard, but unfortunately, they were not the real masters of the array and could not manipulate it remotely. Now they were trapped in the array and could not escape. The Skeleton King changed his target and locked onto Yin Chengwang. Lin Moyu pointed his finger, and the law of time flowed at his fingertips. Spell, Time Curse. Yin Chengwang's soul was in great pain, and he could not help but scream. The soul fell into a state of time chaos, although it was only for a short time, it was enough to put Yin Chengwang in danger. Lin Moyu took the opportunity to eject a drop of ancestral water and landed on Cheng Hongguang. Cheng Hongguang's breath increased sharply, and the power of his palm doubled, and in an instant, it was thousands of palms. Yin Chengwang fell from the air with blood spurting out, and the Skeleton King was ready to go, swinging the bone sword and slashing wildly, and Yin Chengwang's injuries were serious again. Cheng Hongguang took advantage of the situation to kill him while he was sick, and his attack was more fierce than before. Get out of here! At the critical moment of life and death, Yin Chengwang burst out with amazing power, and powerful power surged out, shaking all the Skeleton Kings away. The Skeleton King's bones were all broken, unable to resist his attack, and collapsed on the spot. Yin Chengwang's whole body was emitting water light, and the water light was like a dragon, constantly rotating around him. This breath looks familiar. Lin Moyu's heart moved, and he thought of the Hanshui Holy Land. Yin Chengwang's breath was somewhat similar to Ji Yu Nianhai. He murmured to himself, it seems that the Yin family is really a nail eyeliner placed in Laikung by the Hanshui Holy Land as the outside world said. Yin Changwang used the secret method of the Hanshui Holy Land, and his breath increased sharply. Although he was still a high-level Tianzun, he was much stronger than before. The formation roared and was about to collapse. Yin Changwang did not lose his mind. He rushed to Yin Mingzong and wanted to save people. As for killing Lin Moyu, it was no longer important. Now he had to save people and protect himself. There was light in Yin Mingzong's dim eyes, and he saw the hope of life. Lin Moyu chuckled, "It's useless." The skeleton king who had just died was resurrected again and attacked the two at the same time. Yin Changwang groaned, and the water dragon on his body roared, and actually blocked the attack of the skeleton king. But Yin Mingzong was not so lucky. His body was instantly blown to pieces, following in the footsteps of his brother. Yin Changwang failed to save people. He looked at Lin Moyu fiercely and turned to flee. Lin Moyu flicked his finger, the space twisted slightly, and a huge figure suddenly appeared in front of Yin Changwang. Yin Changwang's face changed drastically. Worm Mother. The Worm Mother of the high-level Tianzun appeared and unfolded into its final form. The Worm Mother in its final form has the strongest single combat power. When the Worm Mother of the high-level Tianzun unfolds its final form, its combat power can be called invincible under the Tianzun, and only the dragons of the same realm can match it. Yin Changwang's face changed drastically, and he wanted to escape in another direction. But the Worm Mother moved so fast that she caught up in an instant, and the sharp blade that was more powerful than a magic weapon passed like lightning. Yin Changwang's eyes dimmed instantly, and his body and soul were shattered together. Chapter 2588. 2588. Chapter 2588. See if the Lei family has the courage. Scattered flesh and blood were strewn all over the ground, filling the entire yard with the smell of blood. Xiaoyu was still immersed in Taoist Tianlei's teachings and had not yet woken up. Lin Moyu sat there from beginning to end without doing anything. The tea on the table was steaming hot, and the fragrance of the tea mixed with the smell of blood created an extremely strange and special aroma. It's a different taste to be accompanied by blood rain. With a light laugh, a roasting immortal flame flew out from his fingertips and exploded in the yard. The sea of fire enveloped the yard, purifying the blood. The power of life spread, and the destroyed objects in the yard were quickly restored. In a blink of an eye, almost everything had been restored, with only a few places that could not be completely restored. Lin Moyu sighed lightly. It's a pity that time cannot be reversed, otherwise, it could be restored to its original state. Time can be accelerated or decelerated, but it cannot be reversed. If one has great magical power, objects can be taken from the long river of time, which can also restore the yard to its original state. But it is still not a reversal of time. In the time segment of the captured object, these things will be lost, and some unknown cause and effect will be triggered. There are great causes and effects in the long river of time, which cannot be easily touched. Tell me, what is your real purpose? Lin Moyu said softly. Undead flames surrounded Yin Mingzong and others who had just died, forcing them to kneel on the ground. At this moment, Yin Mingyang, who had been like a madman, no longer looked the same. He also became very obedient and knelt on the ground devoutly. The protagonist of this incident was Yin Mingzong. After becoming a resurrected person, he completely became Lin Moyu's servant and immediately revealed everything without any reservation. The purpose of this visit was actually very simple, to capture Lin Moyu and bring him back. He determined that Lin Moyu was the one who plotted against him at the auction before. At the same time, he felt that it was impossible for Lin Moyu, a Tianzun, to have such strong strength. Behind Lin Moyu, there must be a stronger force supporting him. He believed that someone wanted to deal with the Yin family, and it was very likely the Lei family. After all, the Yin family is the spy of the Hanshui Holy Land in Laikang. If there is a chance, the Lei family will definitely deal with the Yin family. After listening to Yin Mingzong's report, Lin Moyu couldn't help but smile and said, "You really think too much." If the Lei family wanted to deal with the Yin family, they would do it openly and honestly, not through sneaky means. The thought flashed through Lin Moyu's mind, and he felt that his thinking was not right. In this way, he would become a sneaky person. Now that the Yin family has taken action against him, they will definitely not let him go. And it is difficult to explain if Yin Mingzong and others returned empty-handed. From Yin Mingzong, Lin Moyu learned about the Yin family's style of doing things and the people who used Yin Changru. Even if they don't take action in Laikang, they will take action when he leaves Laikang. And the next time they take action, it may be Daozan. Lin Moyu asked, how many Dao Zuns are there in the Yin family, and what realms are they in? Yin Mingzong said, there are 3 Dao Zuns in total. The head of the family and the elder are both in Dao Realm 1, and the ancestor is in Dao Realm 2. The ancestor of the Yin family has been in seclusion for many years and generally does not ask about family affairs. The elder is the previous head of the family and the father of the current head of the family, Yin Changru. Yin Changru has 2 sons, Yin Mingzong and Yin Mingyang. If nothing unexpected happens, when Yin Mingzong reaches the high-level Tianzun, the position of the head of the family will be passed to him. Yin Changru once got the position of the head of the family in this way. The direct line of the Yin family has no descendants. Lin Moyu whispered to himself. Yin Mingzong and Yin Mingyang had all died in his hands, and there was no successor to the direct line of the Yin family. Lin Moyu was thinking about how to deal with the Yin family. Before solving the Yin family, he could not leave Laikang for the time being. And Lin Moyu didn't think that if he let the resurrected Yin Mingzong and others go back, they could hide it for a long time, and it would reveal flaws sooner or later. Then let's deal with the Yin family. Lin Moyu had a bold idea. The Yin family is a 5-star force with 3 Dao masters, and the ancestor of the family is in the 2nd realm of Dao. With his strength, he is far from being the opponent of the Yin family. If any Dao master comes, he can only barely save his life. If the ancestor of the 2nd realm of Dao takes action, he can't save himself. So to deal with the Yin family, he can only borrow power. In Laikang, the only family that can deal with the Yin family is the Lei family. How to borrow the power of the Lei family has become the most important issue. Although the Lei family does not have too many twists and turns, they are not stupid. If they do it too obviously, it will be easily seen. And in this way, it will be counterproductive. After thinking about it, Lin Moyu decided to get straight to the point. From Yin Mingzong's mouth, he learned that the Lei family has actually been suppressing the Yin family, but because the Yin family is backed by the Hanshui Holy Land, the Lei family has never touched the Yin family. In other words, the Lei family will move the Yin family sooner or later, unless the Lei family is willing to be inferior to the Hanshui Holy Land forever. At the same time, Lin Moyu also learned a secret: there is a teleportation array in the Yin family. This teleportation array goes directly to the Hanshui Holy Land. As long as the Yin family is in trouble, the Daozin in the Hanshui Holy Land can go directly to Laikang from the teleportation array. The teleportation array is very secretive, and the Lei family doesn't know about it at all. After thinking about it, Lin Moyu had an idea. You go back first, just treat this operation as a failure, don't show any flaws, and wait for my order. As resurrected people, Yin Mingzong and others immediately accepted the order. If they showed any flaws, Yin Mingyang was actually the key. Yin Mingyang once again showed his familiar temperament, unruly, unyielding to anyone, a little crazy, and prone to anger. It is not easy for all kinds of emotions to appear in one person at the same time. The lightning shielding array was removed, and the space in the yard returned to normal. The array on Laikang did not find anything and continued to operate normally. Several people left silently, as if nothing had happened. From the arrival of Yin Mingzong and others to their departure now, it was only more than 10 minutes. Everything had changed drastically. Soon after they left, Xiaoyu slowly opened her eyes, with lightning flashing in her eyes, and Xiaoyu showed joy. Master, I have memorized all of Master Tianlei's Thunder Avenue. It is right to memorize everything, and it would be abnormal if she didn't. Lin Moyu said, practice slowly, and ask me if you don't understand anything. When you have digested and understood all these cultivation methods, I will teach you the way of formation. Xiaoyu blinked her big eyes. I heard that the way of formation is difficult. Can I learn it? Lin Moyu said, you will know after learning it. In fact, it is not that difficult. You will know when the time comes. Xiaoyu, practice first. I have to go out for a while. Xiaoyu said, oh, and began to practice the Thunder Dao of Taoist Tianlei. In Laikang, the original power of thunder and lightning is very strong. Practicing the Thunder Dao in Laikang will have twice the result with half the effort. Lin Moyu left Cheng Hongguang here to protect Xiaoyu, just in case. At the same time, he opened the formation in the courtyard and then went to the Lei family. Halfway, Lin Moyu's plan for the Yin family was quickly perfected. By the time he arrived at the Lei family, the plan had taken shape. Next, it depends on whether the Lei family has the courage. If the Lei family does not dare, then I can only find another way and find a way to leave Laikang. Lin Moyu knew very well that he could not be a match for the Yin family alone. If the Lei family was unwilling to take action against the Yin family, then he would have to change his plans and ask the Lei family to help him leave Laikang, or even leave the area controlled by the Hanshui Holy Land. In addition to the Lei family, he also had a backup plan, which was the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce. Lin Moyu would never put all his eggs in one basket. Chapter 2589, 2589. Chapter 2589, Yin family, you are looking for death. The moon hung high in the sky, and Laikang was still bustling with activity. As night deepened, more practitioners appeared. Some had finished a whole day of practice, while others returned from outside adventures, gathering in the city to drink and share their tales. Those who returned from adventures often spoke nonsense, as if to prove they were still alive. Today marked the end of the trip to Latian. The lucky ones who returned had made progress in their cultivation and were in high spirits, sharing their stories. At this moment, these people were the protagonists of the night. Lin Moyu passed through most of Laikang and arrived at the Lei family's residence. After announcing his identity, Lei Sanxiang personally came out to welcome Lin Moyu. In the reception room, Lei Sanxiang had good tea prepared, and Lin Moyu was treated as an honored guest. Upon hearing the news of Lin Moyu's arrival, Lei Yiming and Lei Zhengying also rushed over. Lei Yiming smiled, "Brother Lin, what brings you here?" Lin Moyu got straight to the point, "The Yin family tried to kill me." Lei Yiming's face changed drastically, "The Yin family is so bold." "When did this happen?" Lin Moyu replied, "Just now. They used the lightning shielding array." Hearing this, they knew Lin Moyu was not lying. The lightning shielding array was well known to them, specially made by the Hanshui Holy Land to target the Lei family. Lei Yiming looked at Lei Zhengying, "Zhengying, check it out." Lei Zhengying nodded and took out a formation plate. The lightning on the plate jumped, echoing the formation in Laikang. Lin Moyu knew that the real core of the Laikang formation was the small formation plate in Lei Zhengying's hand. After some inquiries, Lei Zhengying confirmed Lin Moyu's words, "We found traces of the lightning shielding array not long ago, and the location was in Lin Xiaoyu's yard." Lei Yiming's eyes turned cold, "The Yin family is getting bolder. They dared to take action directly. It seems we need to teach them a lesson." Lei Zhengying asked, "Can you tell us the details of what happened? How many people from the Yin family came?" Lin Moyu roughly described the situation, and Lei Yiming and the others were shocked. Lei Sanxiang couldn't believe it. "You mean the Yin family sent 5 middle-level Tianzun and 1 high-level Tianzun?" Lin Moyu nodded, "Fortunately, I had some means, so they didn't succeed. But the Yin family's intention to kill me will not stop. I have sworn to be irreconcilable with the Yin family." After pondering for a few moments, Lei Zhengying asked, "What do you want to do, little friend Lin?" Lin Moyu said, "I am alone and far from being a match for the Yin family. Now there are 2 ways to go. One is that I leave Laikang, but I would need a few seniors to escort me out of Laikang, preferably out of the control area of Hanshui Holy Land." Lei Yiming snorted coldly, "Doing this would imply that our Lei family is afraid of the Yin family. This road is blocked." Lin Moyu said, "Brother Lei, you don't need to think that way. This is not about being afraid of the Yin family. The conflict is only between me and the Yin family and has nothing to do with the Lei family. If the Lei family finds it inconvenient, I can also go to the Lufeng Chamber of Commerce. I think they will have a way." Lei Yiming slapped the table, making a muffled sound, "Brother Lin, don't say anything more. I said this road is blocked. Choose another one." Lin Moyu sighed, "The second way is to destroy the Yin family." As soon as these words came out, Lei Zhengying and Lei Sanxiang were shocked. They had thought about what Lin Moyu might suggest, but they didn't expect this. Lin Moyu was too bold to suggest destroying the Yin family. However, Lei Zhengying did not express his opinion. With the ancestor present, he would let the ancestor decide. After pondering for a few seconds, Lei Yiming said, "It is not impossible to destroy the Yin family. I have wanted to do it for a long time. But to destroy the Yin family, we need a reason." Lei Zhengying added, "The Yin family is backed by the Hanshui Holy Land. We are not ready to turn against the Hanshui Holy Land. And there's the issue of the Yin family's teleportation array." Lei Yiming said, "I know. So we need a reason to destroy the Yin family, and we need to find a way to solve the problem of the teleportation array. As long as these 2 problems can be solved, the Yin family can be destroyed." Lei Zhengying said, "The problem of the teleportation array is difficult to solve. It was arranged by an array master from the Hanshui Holy Land. We can't even block it. While speaking, he pointed his finger into the air, revealing a topographic map. The map showed the Yin family's residence, with every location clearly marked, including the teleportation array. While the Yin family monitored the Lei family also monitored the Yin family. Lei Yiming looked at Lin Moyu. Brother Lin, do you have any ideas? Lin Moyu, recognized by Taoist Tianlei, must have some extraordinary abilities. Lin Moyu said, reasons can be made up even after the fact. But to stop the gossip, give them a reason. Yin Mingyang brought the Yin family Tianzun and attacked Miss Lei Pengpeng halfway. Is this reason enough? Lei Zhengying stared at Lin Moyu, feeling that he was talking nonsense. Although Yin Mingyang is an idiot, he wouldn't do such a thing. Lin Moyu asked again, is this reason enough? If not, we can add Yin Mingzong or let Pengpeng kill them and fight to the death. Lei Yiming understood that Lin Moyu had a way to do it. He whispered, what about the teleportation array? Lin Moyu said, I can also solve the problem of the teleportation array, but I can't provide evidence. It depends on whether Brother Lei believes me. Lei Yiming pondered again. After a moment, he made a decision and whispered, I believe you. Lin Moyu asked, Brother Lei, have you thought about how to explain to the Hanshui Holy Land after destroying the Yin family? Bang! The huge jade table shattered under Lei Yiming's palm. Lei Yiming was full of heroic spirit, explained to hell. If the Hanshui Holy Land dares to turn against my Lei family, we can also peel off a layer of their skin. Even if we really fight, the worst that can happen is that our Lei family will return to Leishan. What can they do to us? There is a Taoist Tianlei in Leishan. If Hanshui Holy Land dares to come, everyone will die. Lei Yiming looked at Lei Zhengying and Lei Sanxiang. Zhengying, Sanxiang, do you have any questions? Seeing that the ancestor had made a decision, Lei Zhengying naturally had no problem. In fact, we have wanted to destroy the Yin family for a long time, but we have never found a good opportunity. There is no room for two tigers on one mountain. The Lei family is the only tiger in Laikang. They have lived with the Yin family for so long. It's time to settle accounts. The few people discussed it again, and Lin Moyu told everything he knew about the Yin family. The Lei family actually knew the situation of the Yin family very well, and the few people quickly discussed a complete plan. The next day, Lei Pengpeng took several Lei family members to play in Laikang. This time, Lei Sanxiang did not follow. Coincidentally, Yin Mingyang also brought Yin family Tianzun to the city and met Lei Pengpeng. Yin Mingyang suddenly spoke out, wanting to marry Lei Pengpeng. The two immediately clashed. Yin Mingyang was injured by Lei Pengpeng's protective magic weapon, and the Yin family's Tianzun then attacked Lei Pengpeng with the intent to kill. This scene happened in the most crowded area of Laikang, and countless practitioners witnessed it. Lei Pengpeng relied on the magic weapon to protect herself and escaped with serious injuries. Several disciples of the Lei family were also seriously injured. The next second, the Laikang formation was activated, and the sound of thunder resounded throughout the city. In the thunder, an angry voice sounded, Yin family, you are looking for death. Chapter 2590, 2590. Chapter 2590. Anyone who dares to touch the Yin family is seeking death. The owner of the voice was Lei Zhengying, Lei Pengpeng's biological father. Everyone knew that Lei Pengpeng was the little princess of the Lei family and everyone's treasure. Anyone who dared to attack Lei Pengpeng was simply tired of living. As Lei Zhengying's angry voice sounded, countless thunders gathered in the air and locked onto the Yin family. It's over, the Yin family is in big trouble. How could Yin Mingyang, this idiot, think of marrying Miss Pengpeng? Isn't this just asking for trouble? And Miss Pengpeng didn't want to, but she didn't hurt anyone. This time, the Lei family was really offended. Did the Yin family deliberately turn against the Lei family? Many onlookers didn't know the truth at all. They only believed what they saw with their own eyes, unable to think of the deeper meaning. Lin Moyu stood in his own yard. Once this step is taken, the Lei family can't turn back. In his mind, he reviewed the scene at the Lei family half a day ago. The reason why he first proposed leaving was to wait for Lei Yiming's words that this road was blocked. The same words, said earlier or later, have completely different effects. After Lei Yiming said that this road was blocked, Lin Moyu already knew that the matter was half done. In addition, the Lei family originally wanted to destroy the Yin family but could not find an opportunity, so the next step was naturally a sure thing. Later, it was exactly as he thought. In fact, thinking about it later, Lin Moyu felt that not only was he using the Lei family, but the Lei family was also using him. Lei Yiming's last few words seemed to be as if he knew that he would definitely have a way. But no matter what, the Lei family did attack the Yin family. Now that the reason was there, the prelude to this war had been thoroughly unfolded, and it only needed an opportunity to turn to the climax. The lightning of the Laikung formation became more and more intense, turning into a sea of thunder, hovering over the Yin family. For a time, the Yin family was in chaos. The head of the Yin family, Yin Changru, turned into a phantom and appeared in the air. His face was gloomy. Lei family head, this is a misunderstanding. Lei Zhengying's appearance also turned into a phantom in the air. He looked like an immortal god, looking down at Yin Changru. There is no misunderstanding. Peng Peng was seriously injured by your Yin family's Tianzun. Countless people in Laikung have seen it. Yin Changru immediately said, it must be a misunderstanding. Our Yin family can make compensation. Lei Zhengying snorted coldly, your Yin family's compensation to me is not enough. At this time, the situation of the two was witnessed by the whole city. Countless people looked up at the sky, amazed. My goodness, the two largest families in Laikung, their heads of families are confronting each other. Such a scene is rare in 1,000 years. This time, the Yin family has offended the Lei family badly. Everyone knows that the most precious thing to the Lei family is this little princess. The Yin family has stirred up a hornet's nest. I don't know how it will end this time. The Yin family is in big trouble, and the Lei family will definitely not let it go. Prepare tea, prepare wine, and prepare to watch the show. This is a major event that has not happened in Laikung for thousands of years. How can those who are not interested miss this opportunity? This will be a great topic of conversation in their cultivation career. Boom! Suddenly, there was a loud noise, and Laikung shook. The Yin family suddenly exploded. The Lei family's formation had not yet launched an attack, and the Yin family had already exploded. The terrifying power swept the entire Yin family. The Yin family's formation lit up and blocked the powerful impact. The explosion was extremely powerful, almost reaching the limit of Tianzun, and almost reaching the level of Daozun. Even with the protection of the formation, almost 1/5 of the Yin family was razed to the ground, and a large number of Yin family members died on the spot. And the center of the explosion happened to be the location of the Hanshui Holy Land teleportation array. The teleportation array was destroyed in this explosion. Yin Changru's face changed suddenly, and he suddenly realized that the Lei family had planned it long ago, and they wanted to destroy the Yin family. Lin Moyu saw it in his eyes and snorted coldly, the last support of the Yin family is gone. The self-destructor was naturally Yin Changwang. As a resurrected person, Yin Changwang broke into the teleportation array, and the Yin family was destroyed. If it was an external attack, the Yin family's array would be enough to hold out until the support of the Hanshui Holy Land arrived. But now it was destroyed from the inside, and the Yin family's teleportation array was destroyed in an instant. The next moment after the self-destruction, the thunder that had been accumulated for a long time fell down, and countless thunders turned into a big net, and the Yin family was shrouded in it. Lei Zhengying, who was originally just a shadow, suddenly revealed his true body, and a thunder road evolved behind him, carrying wind and thunder to sweep across the Yin family. The formation in the Yin family flashed, resisting thousands of thunders. But this is Laikung, everything is controlled by the Lei family, and the resistance of the Yin family seems so fragile. Their greatest reliance was also destroyed in the self-destruction of Yin Changwang. Yin Changru roared, Lei Zhengying, I will fight you. Yin Changru also summoned his avenue, and the avenue turned into glaciers, which rose thousands of miles, as if to pierce the sky and the earth. Lei Zhengying snorted coldly, you are not qualified. His thunder avenue turned into a giant whip, with a roaring sound and thousands of thunders. Yin Changru's glacier was instantly shattered. Lei Zhengying is in the second realm of Dao, Yin Changru is only in the first realm of Dao, and the difference in strength between the two is not small. Yin Changru also knew that he was not Lei Zhengying's opponent, but in this situation, he could not retreat. Changru, retreat! A voice suddenly sounded in the Yin family, and someone shot out from the Yin family at the same time. Yin Changru's face was happy, and he immediately retreated. A glacier appeared out of thin air. Unlike the thousands of glaciers like Yin Changru, there was only one glacier at the moment, but it stretched for thousands of miles like a mountain range, and at the same time, it was extremely condensed and solid. The glacier and the thunder whip collided with each other, and the ground of Lycung cracked and roared continuously, as if the whole city was about to break. The one who came out of the Yin family was the eldest elder of the Yin family, who was also Yin Chengru's father. Lei Jungying sneered, "I didn't expect that you have reached the second realm, but it's useless. Today your Yin family will be destroyed." The elder of the Yin family snorted coldly, "If you want to destroy my Yin family, it depends on whether you have the strength to do so." Lei Jungying's eyes were neither happy nor sad. "You will see." He took out a formation plate and tapped it lightly a few times, and the formation plate was activated immediately. In the Lycung formation, countless thunders fell, and the Yin family's formation became shaky in an instant. The Yin family's formation was already strong enough, and it could only block the Lycung formation for a moment. This was just the beginning. The formation plate continued to operate, and the earth shook more and more violently. Thunders emerged from the ground, carrying a stronger breath of origin, sweeping the whole city like a storm. Under the earth, a more powerful formation appeared. This formation is directly connected to the origin spirit vein and contains terrifying power. The double thunder of heaven and earth, the two formations enveloped the Yin family. The Yin family's formation finally couldn't hold on and exploded. In an instant, countless lightnings poured into the Yin family, and the Yin family was about to turn into a sea of thunder. The Yin family screamed continuously, and countless Yin family members died on the spot. The elder of the Yin family gritted his teeth, "Asshole, stop it." He controlled the glacier and smashed it towards Lei Jungying frantically. Lei Jungying held the long whip transformed by the Thunder Avenue in his hand and easily blocked the glacier. The two were both in the second realm of Dao Zun, but Lei Jungying's strength was still slightly better than that of the elder of the Yin family. Yin Chengru used his Wanli Glacier to replace the Yin family formation to resist the thunder. At the same time, he shouted loudly, "Please come out of seclusion and save my Yin family." All the surviving children of the Yin family also knelt down at this moment, shouting loudly, "Please come out of seclusion and save my Yin family." Yin Mingzong was also among them, shouting with him to kill people. Boom! The Yin family was shaken. Thousands of thunders were shaken away, and the ancestor of the Yin family broke through the thunder and broke out of the seclusion. "Whoever dares to touch the Yin family will be killed by me." Chapter 2591, 2591. Chapter 2591. Some things are hard to explain to you. The ancestor of the Lei family broke through the barrier at the last moment. His aura was extremely powerful, and the cold air swept through the entire city. Countless bolts of lightning were frozen before they could get close to him. Even the lightning was frozen. The power of the Lei family ancestor far exceeded that of the great elder. He saw the miserable state of the Yin family and snorted coldly, "Lei family, I will not let this go. Die. You are the one who will die." Before the ancestor of the Yin family could make a move, a more powerful aura appeared in the air. Lei Yiming arrived with a sea of thunder. He transformed into a giant with thunder wings on his back and punched the ancestor of the Yin family. In an instant, the sky shattered, and a sea of thunder appeared in the world. The ancestor of the Yin family screamed, "Dao Junshin, you have reached the fourth realm." Lei Yiming snorted coldly, "Correct answer, but no reward." Before the punch landed, the Yin family had completely collapsed. The members of the Yin family collectively spat blood. The aftermath alone was unbearable for them. Yin Chengru's Wanli Glacier continued to collapse, and his 487 could not stop Lei Yiming's attack. However, he did not dare to put away the Wanli Glacier, otherwise, all the children of the Yin family would die. The ancestor of the Yin family spat blood from his mouth. He was injured by just one punch. He was only in the second realm of Dao Zun, and there was a huge gap between him and the fourth realm of Dao Zun. The ancestor of the Yin family roared, "You guys run away, I'll hold him back." He threw out a Dao Zun realm magic weapon broadsword, which exploded, bursting out with extremely powerful energy, and forcibly blasted through the sea of thunder, reaching the outskirts of Lycung. At the cost of a Dao Zun realm magic weapon, he opened a way out for his people. Yin Chengru immediately seized the opportunity, waved his hand, and gathered the remaining members of the Yin family, rushing out of the city. The elder held Lei Jungying back, and the ancestor of the Yin family used all his strength to hold Lei Yiming back as much as possible. Lei Yiming did not stop him and let Yin Chengru leave. Lin Moyu saw it and smiled, "Sure enough, they escaped, just as I thought." Xiaoyu was also watching this amazing battle. "Master, can the Yin family escape?" Lin Moyu smiled. Does Xiao Yu hope they can escape? Xiao Yu shook her head. Although Xiao Yu doesn't understand, the Yin family doesn't seem to be good people. Lin Moyu laughed. There are no good or bad people in this world. Yin Chengru rushed out of the city with his clansmen and fled quickly. He didn't forget to look back. Lei family, this hatred will definitely be repaid double in the future. You have no chance. 3 thunderclaps fell from the sky, blocking Yin Chengru's way. Practicing the Thunder Road, the speed of the Lei family is definitely above Yin Chengru's. Yin Chengru knew that he couldn't escape with his speed, so he didn't run away immediately. He said to Yin Mingzong behind him, Zonger, you take your people and go first, I will hold him back. If I survive, I will come to find you again. Yin Mingzong nodded, go. After that, he suddenly attacked his people. The attack was extremely fierce, and he was completely going to kill them. Not only him, but also several middle-level Tianzins who were traveling with him also attacked their people at the same time. Yin Chengru's face changed drastically. Zonger, what are you doing? Yin Mingzong did not answer, just kept killing people. The screams continued, and in a blink of an eye, 1/3 of the people he brought out had been killed by them. Stop it! Yin Chengru activated the Wanli Glacier, and Yin Chengzong was immediately frozen and unable to move. This was for his son, and he directly killed several other middle-level Tianzins. Several middle-level Tianzins were frozen to death on the spot, and then there was a bang, and they exploded one after another. It's a pity that the self-explosion of the middle-level Tianzu had no effect on the Daozan. Lei Sanxiang saw this with a complicated look. He intuitively felt that the reason why Yin Mingzong was like this should be related to Lin Moyu. But he didn't know how Lin Moyu did it. Yin Chengru roared, go! The dozens of surviving Yin family members immediately scattered like birds and beasts, fleeing in all directions. Lei Sanxiang didn't chase, but looked at Yin Chengru, it's your turn. He summoned his Thunder Avenue, which had 3 thunder whirlpools, which were extremely terrifying. Lei Sanxiang's name was related to his avenue. The same Thunder Avenue can evolve into different appearances in the hands of different practitioners. The 3 generations of the Yin family all have glaciers, but they are all different. The same is true for the Lei family. There are 3 whirlpools in Lei Sanxiang's Thunder Avenue. Each whirlpool represents one of his attacks, and one attack is stronger than the other. If you can't bear it, the other party will die. If you can bear it, you will die. The Thunder Avenue locked onto Yin Chengru. Take my first shot, and all the thunder will burst out. In the Thunder Avenue, a vortex suddenly lit up, and countless thunders surged out of it. In an instant, all the thunders burst out, and countless thunders illuminated the world and blasted onto Yin Chengru's glacier. Yin Chengru roared, and he pushed the power of the avenue to the extreme, and the glacier spread a chilling cold, freezing the world. There were bursts of roars, and the glacier broke one after another, and the thunders ruthlessly tore his glacier apart. Yin Chengru retreated with blood spurting out of his mouth. His avenue was severely damaged in the first shot, and it almost collapsed. Yin Chengru was full of horror. He did not expect the combat power of Lei Sanxiang to be so strong. He stared at Lei Sanxiang and said in disbelief, why is your power so strong? Lei Sanxiang is the same as himself, both are in the first realm of Daozun. Why is there such a big difference in combat power in the same realm? Lei Sanxiang snorted coldly, some things are difficult to explain to you, and you are about to die, so there is no need to know. Since you have become a dog, you must be prepared to be slaughtered. Please take the second sound. In the Thunder Avenue, the second vortex glowed. 5 thunders hit the top of the head. Gold, green, blue, red, and yellow flashed by, representing the 5 elements of gold, wood, water, fire, and earth. The Thunder Avenue is not only thunder, but also can be integrated with other attributes. The second strike of Lei Sanxiang is to integrate 5 attributes. After integrating other attributes, the power of thunder has increased significantly. Although the second sound has only 5 thunders, the power is much stronger than the first sound of 10,000 thunders. Boom! The 5 thunders fell almost at the same time, and the 5 elements of attributes are mutually reinforcing and restraining. Under the simultaneous explosion, the power of thunder has been increased again. At this moment, the power of thunder was close to the second level of Daozun. Yin Chengru was swallowed by thunder along with his screams. A dignified Daozun was smashed to pieces by thunder. A very inconspicuous weak light lit up, and Lei Sanxiang's eyes condensed. Sure enough, there is a life-saving magic weapon. It must be the Hanshui death substitute from the Hanshui Holy Land, but it's useless. He looked at 56,000 yuan and saw a figure thousands of miles away. Yin Changru, who was obviously dead, appeared thousands of miles away at this moment. He was horrified and fled into the distance without looking back. At this moment, he didn't care about anything and just wanted to escape. The next moment, Yin Changru suddenly burst into lightning all over his body and couldn't move. A thunder road appeared above his head, and the third vortex in the heavenly Tao was shining. Lei Sanxiang shouted in a low voice, the third sound, the body-destroying and soul-destroying thunder. The seemingly weak thunder shot out from the vortex without a trace of fireworks and fell on Yin Changru. Silently, Yin Changru was shattered again. Lei Sanxiang saw it, this time, he is really dead. After confirming that Yin Changru was really dead, he stopped paying attention and looked into the distance, muttering to himself, those guys who escaped, I don't know how to kill them. Chapter 2592, 2592. Chapter 2592. Unless the Holy Land doesn't want to do it anymore as previously mentioned, the escaped Yin family members were all handed over to Lin Moyu for handling. After all, this matter was caused by him, so Lin Moyu had to take responsibility. In addition to giving the Lei family a reason, he also destroyed the Yin family's teleportation array and promised to deal with the escaped Yin family members. Under Lei Sanxiang's gaze, one skeleton god general after another flew over, holding the heads of the Yin family members. Lei Sanxiang's eyes narrowed slightly, Tianzun realm puppets. Could it be that fellow Taoist Lin was able to fight back against the Yin family's attack before because of these puppets? Previously, he thought that Lin Moyu used the token given by Lei Yiming, but now it seemed that was not the case. Lin Moyu's voice suddenly came from the mouth of one of the skeleton gods, Senior Lei, the Yin family members, a total of 87 people, have all been eliminated. Yuan Shi was spared. Lei Sanxiang looked at Yin Mingzong, who was unconscious on the ground, do you want to kill him? Lin Moyu's voice rang out, he is still useful, keep him for now. Lei Sanxiang nodded and had no objection to this. A mere Tianzun 16 couldn't cause any trouble, and this Tianzun seemed to be a pawn of Lin Moyu. Lei Sanxiang didn't know what means Lin Moyu used to control others, but he wouldn't ask too much. At this moment, the battle in Laikang had come to an end. Under the strong suppression of the Lei family, the Yin family was completely finished. They didn't even have a chance to escape. Death was the only fate awaiting them. In just half a day, the ancestors and the elders of the Yin family were killed one after another, and the Yin family was completely destroyed. The Lei family's business for so many years was not for nothing. Although there was a great battle in the Daozan realm, the scope of the battle never expanded. The powerful formation completely encircled the battle area, and the damage to Laikang was minimal. Only the area where the Yin family was located was completely razed to the ground. Lei Sanxiang also brought Yin Mingzong back to Laikang. In his opinion, Yin Mingzong was already the last survivor of the Yin family. He didn't know that Yin Mingzong, as a resurrected person, had died once. Lei Zhengying's deep voice rang out in the air, from now on, there will be no Yin family in Laikang. He officially announced that the Yin family was removed from the list. Countless people sighed. The Yin family, once so arrogant, became history in just half a day. The power changes in the origin continent are so cruel. One moment they were still high and mighty, and the next second, they were dead bodies, or even had no bones left. The Yin family is the best example. In the Yin family, blood and flesh were all over the ruins. Lei Zhengying used the formation to close the area where the Yin family was located, and no one was allowed to approach. Lin Moyu took the token given by the Lei family, got into the formation, and came to the ruins of the Yin family. Lei Yiming and the other three were there, in addition to Yin Mingzong. This time, only the three of them from the Lei family took action to destroy the Yin family. Lin Moyu knew that the three of them were not the full strength of the Lei family. Lin Moyu bowed slightly to the three people, I'm sorry to bother you all for my business. Lei Yiming waved his big hand, Brother Lin, why do you say that? The Yin family is a thorn in our eyes, and we have wanted to get rid of them for a long time. Lei Zhengying glanced at Yin Mingzong, Brother Lin, why do you still keep him? Lin Moyu said, of course, it's for the Yin family treasure house. Lei Zhengying showed some surprise, the Yin family treasure house is actually in his hands. Lin Moyu said, it's not in his hands, but he knows where it is and how to get in. Lin Moyu looked at Yin Mingzong, lead the way. Yes. Yin Mingzong was very obedient and immediately led everyone to the location of the Yin family treasure house. The Yin family treasure house exists in an independent space. If there is no one to lead the way, it is difficult to find it normally. Even if you plow the Yin family repeatedly, you can't find the Yin family treasure house. To open the treasure house, you need some special methods. Lin Moyu also learned this from Yin Mingzong. He was also a little curious about what would be in the Yin family treasure house. The entire Yin family is now a ruin, with traces of lightning and scorch everywhere, and the air is also filled with strong lightning properties, as if thunder will burst at any time. Several people came to the center of the former Yin family. There should have been an exquisite pavilion in the middle of the lake, which was originally a place for people to rest and enjoy the scenery. Now the lake water has been completely evaporated, and even the bottom of the lake has been broken by thunder, and the exquisite pavilion in the middle of the lake has become a pile of rubble. Lei Jungying said, I didn't expect that the Yin family would place the entrance to the treasure house here. Lei Yiming sneered, the more this is the case, the less likely it will be discovered. I am curious about what is in the Yin family's treasure house. Lin Moyu said to Yin Mingzong, open it. Yes. Yin Mingzong responded in a low voice, and a lot of blood spurted out of his body. He gathered blood into a seal and crashed into the void. A transparent film suddenly appeared in the empty void. The seal fell on the film and turned into a piece of blood, dyeing the film red. The film melted quickly, and the Yin family's treasure was revealed. Lin Moyu explained, the Yin family's treasure house needs the Yin family's direct bloodline to open it. Lei Sanxiang laughed, that's why fellow Taoist Lin wants to spare his life. Lin Moyu nodded slightly and looked at the Yin family's treasure house. Powerful auras of origin rushed out from the Yin family's treasure house. Lei Yiming stretched out his hand and grabbed everything in the Yin family's treasure house. A large number of origin crystals and various magic weapons. Most of the magic weapons were of the Supreme Realm and the Heavenly Realm, and there were only 2 of the Tao Realm. In addition, there were some cultivation methods that the Yin family had obtained through various means over the years. The bulk of the Yin family's treasure house was still origin crystals. There were quite a few 5th and 6th level origin crystals, but most of them were ordinary grade, and there were only a few fine grade ones. Lin Moyu lost interest after just a glance. The Yin family's treasure house sounded very famous, but it turned out to be worse than Xiaoyu's. Lei Yiming waved his hand, these things are not worth my Lei family's attention, so I'll give them all to Brother Lin. Lin Moyu immediately shook his head, no, I don't need so many, and I didn't contribute anything this time. Lei Yiming shook his head, Brother Lin, don't refuse. I'm telling the truth, these things are really not worth my Lei family's attention. If Brother Lin wants to build up his power in the future, various magic weapons are indispensable. Although the things here in the Yin family are not very good, they can be used as a makeshift. If Brother Lin must refuse, then he does not regard me as his brother. Lin Moyu still refused several times, but in the end, he could not refuse and could only put them all away. He also saw that the Lei family did not lack these things. The Yin family's treasure house was nothing in the eyes of the Lei family. Lei Yiming said, okay, without further ado, I will send Brother Lin away. I estimate that the people from the Hanshui Holy Land will come tomorrow at most, and they may blame Brother Lin at that time. Lin Moyu was a little worried, the Hanshui Holy Land will embarrass the Lei family. Lei Yiming laughed, it's been difficult for a long time. Over the years, the Hanshui Holy Land has made things difficult for us, but they don't have the strength to fight us. Unless their Holy Land doesn't want to continue, my Lei family is not easy to bully. Lin Moyu nodded, then I'll trouble Brother Lei. A moment later, a teleportation array in the Lei family was activated, and Lei Yiming and Lin Moyu disappeared from Laikeng. Chapter 2593, 2593. Chapter 2593. This time, we made a lot of money. In the Hanshui Holy Land, beside a cold pond, Ji Yu Nianshui sat quietly. Her original appearance had returned, and her beautiful face carried a hint of murderous aura. A chill rose from the cold pond, 10,000 meters high, and fell like a waterfall onto Ji Yu Nianshui. She frowned slightly, appearing somewhat uncomfortable. Not far away, a woman stood in the air with bare jade feet. The cold air turned into clouds beneath her, supporting her as she floated up and down. She had a beautiful face, dressed in white, and exuded a chill all over her body, like an ice jade fairy. Ji Nianhai stood aside, not daring to approach. He looked at the woman with respect in his eyes. Holy Lord, how is Nianshui? This woman, who looked like an ice jade fairy, was the current Holy Lord of the Hanshui Holy Land. She was also known as Ji Hanyu, the Jade Fairy, or the Jade Holy Lord. Ji Hanyu's voice was as cold as ice. Someone cursed Nianshui and reduced her luck, which led to her failure in this trip to Laishan. Nianhai, think about it. Has Lingbing offended anyone recently? Ji Hanyu looked only in her 20s, but she was actually Ji Nianhai's ancestor. In terms of seniority, Ji Nianhai had to call her grandma. However, with her cultivation, age was meaningless, and only realm mattered. Ji Nianhai thought for a moment and suddenly realized, could it be that girl? He recounted the events in Laishan Square, mentioning Xiaowu. He had sensed the power of the void from Xiaowu but was blocked by Lei Jungying and Lu Fengqing at that time, so he didn't see it clearly. Looking back, only Xiaowu had this possibility. It is related to that junior named Lin Moyu again, Ji Hanyu said after a moment of silence, her eyes becoming serious. There are only two possibilities for a heavenly venerable who can manipulate the power of the void to reduce luck. One is to have a corresponding luck-related magic weapon, which is very rare. The second possibility is that this heavenly venerable named Xiaowu achieved her realm through the law of luck. No matter which it is, it has a certain allure for Ji Hanyu. If the luck-related magic weapon is used well, it can be more terrifying than a Taoist realm magic weapon. If it is the second possibility, then it is best for this Xiaowu to be absorbed into the Hanshui Holy Land. Those who achieve the heavenly venerable with the power of the void will inevitably become Taoist venerables in the future. Ji Nianhai said, they are still in Laikang. Do you want the Yin family to kill them? Ji Hanyu replied, no need to kill them for now. She looked at Ji Nianshui, I used the luck of the Holy Land to flush Nianshui's luck, and the curse has been offset. Nianshui's luck will be fully restored shortly. At this time, Ji Nianshui slowly woke up, having heard all the conversations. She said, Grandma, let me deal with this Lin Moyu personally. Ji Hanyu looked at Ji Nianshui with a rare trace of tenderness in her cold eyes. Okay, let Nianshui handle it personally. Suddenly, a ray of light flew from afar. Ji Hanyu caught it and obtained the message within. Her eyes showed a trace of surprise, the Yin family was destroyed. Ji Nianhai exclaimed, what happened? Ji Hanyu said, it was the Lei family. They destroyed the Yin family with the power of thunder. Ji Nianhai said, this time Lei Yiming came out of retreat and mastered the true body of the great Tao. He should have been promoted to the fourth realm of Daozhen. Does he want to go to war with us? Ji Hanyu thought for a while, it shouldn't be. Lei Yiming knows very well that even if he is promoted to the fourth level of Daozhen, he will not be our opponent. He destroyed the Yin family, probably to tell us that Laikang is his Lei family's territory, so we should not interfere. Ji Nianhai asked, isn't he afraid of our revenge? Ji Hanyu shook her head, it's strange that he would be afraid. You know who Lei Yiming is. If we really take action, he will definitely fight us to the death. Even if we destroy the Lei family, it will not benefit us. Ji Nianhai said, then how do we deal with the destruction of the Yin family? Ji Hanyu replied, the Yin family is the Yin family, we are us. You don't have to worry about this matter. Just take care of Nianshui, I will handle the rest. She looked at Ji Nianshui, Nianshui will practice here for another 3 days and then leave. You can't stay for long. Ji Nianshui responded obediently, Grandma, don't worry, Nianshui understands. After Ji Hanyu left, a smile appeared on Ji Nianshui's face, Lin Moyu, it's interesting. With the help of the Lei family's spiritual vein, Lei Yiming personally sent Lin Moyu out of Laikang. The Lei family's spiritual vein spreads 100,000 miles, and Lei Yiming sent Lin Moyu to the farthest point. Lei Yiming said, from here, go all the way north, about 5 million miles, and you can leave the control of the Hanshui Holy Land. It's not that I don't want to continue to send Brother Lin, but the Hanshui Holy Land is monitoring my every move. In the area where the Lei family's spiritual vein is located, I can move freely. Once I leave the spiritual vein area, the Hanshui Holy Land will find me. Lin Moyu was a little shocked. With Brother Lei's ability, can't he hide his own breath? Lei Yiming shook his head, there is no way. Hanshui Holy Land has a magic weapon that can monitor the movements of all Daozhen within the Holy Land. So the next road depends on Brother Lin himself. but I believe that with Brother Lin's ability, nothing will happen. If you build a power somewhere in the future, remember to send someone to bring back a letter, and I will definitely send a gift. Lufeng Chamber of Commerce is a good choice. They are not afraid of the Holy Land. You can find them for anything. Lin Moyu is no longer a novice who knows nothing about the origin continent. He knows many situations in his heart. The complexity of this world is far beyond his imagination. Now, he only needs to leave the scope of Hanshui Holy Land, and there will be no danger for the time being. The tentacles of Hanshui Holy Land cannot reach the territory of Wendao sect. Before leaving, Lei Yiming suddenly reminded again, you must be careful of Wendao sect. The people in this sect look very kind, but they are actually cruel and ruthless. Try not to offend them. If you do, you must kill them all. This is a sect that will come to the old after beating the younger ones. Lin Moyu nodded, Brother Lei, don't worry, I understand. Lei Yiming left. This place is located at the edge of the Lei family's spiritual vein. If he stays too long, he will be detected by the Hanshui Holy Land. The magic weapons of the Hanshui Holy Land monitor the movements of all the Taoist masters in the Holy Land area. Lin Moyu took out the map, checked it carefully, and then turned into a stream of light and flew away. A mere 5 million miles, in the big world, not even half a step is needed. But in the origin continent, the speed is limited, the space law is difficult to use, and the space gate cannot be opened. The distance of 5 million miles is not short. This time, the road is not safe, so Lin Moyu took Xiaoyu and others into the real world and didn't let her out. While rushing on the road, Lin Moyu counted the gains of this time. If you don't count, you don't know. Once you count, you will jump. This time, I made a fortune. Chapter 2594. 2594. Chapter 2594. This saint remembers your breath. Lin Moyu's eyes were extremely bright. He knew that he had truly made a fortune this time. The 3 Dao Zuns of the Yin family all had pieces of flesh and blood in his hands. For others, these pieces, despite not decaying for thousands of years and containing a lot of energy, had no other use. But for him, the flesh and blood of Dao Zuns were lethal weapons. Using them to trigger a corpse explosion was enough to kill other Dao Zuns instantly. This way, even if he faced a Dao Zun, he would have a trump card to strike back. What a pity, there are no Dao patterns. Lin Moyu learned from Tianlai Dao Ren that after reaching the Dao Zu realm, Dao patterns appear in the body. The higher the realm, the more Dao patterns there are. Dao patterns usually appear on flesh, blood, and bones, mostly on bones. They record the Dao of Dao Zuns. The same flesh and blood, with or without Dao patterns, contain a huge difference in power. The flesh and blood Lin Moyu obtained did not have Dao patterns. He did not know how powerful it would be if he used such flesh and blood to explode the corpse. Would it remain the same or weaken accordingly? Lin Moyu also wanted to try to see if he could restore the Dao pattern by resurrecting the Dao Zun with the resurrection of the dead. If the resurrected Dao Zun does not have the Dao pattern, his combat power will be greatly weakened. However, there is no chance to experiment with corpse explosions now. Under the surveillance of the Hanshui Holy Land, he cannot revive the Dao Zun. These things can only be discussed later. Lin Moyu thought. The Dao pattern is the embodiment of all that the Dao Zun has learned. The Dao pattern contains powerful power. But even the Dao Zun cannot easily use the power in the Dao pattern. Only after reaching the 4th realm of the Dao Zun can you mobilize the calendar area in the state of the Dao true body. So Brother Lei, who is in the 4th realm of the Dao Zun, can easily crush the ancestor of the Yin family. No wonder those Tianzun were so shocked when the giant power lich showed the Dao true body. Until now, Lin Moyu knew that the Dao true body was a powerful calendar area that could only be obtained by the 4th realm of the Dao Zun. However, the giant lich does not have such a powerful Dao pattern, so its Dao body is not very powerful and is only slightly stronger than the low-level Tianzun. Lin Moyu thought in his heart, Brother Tianlai said that there is a special material between heaven and earth, born and raised, and naturally has Dao patterns. If you can get this material and use it to summon elemental liches, maybe you can really exert the power of the Dao body. But materials with Dao patterns are too rare, so you can only think about it. Lin Moyu felt that he was a little too ambitious. This harvest was already amazing enough. The entire Yin family treasure house belonged to him. There were more than 4,000 ordinary grade origin crystals, more than 1,000 5th grade crystals, and more than 500 large grade crystals. It's a pity that they were all ordinary grade. There were relatively few fine grade ones, ranging from dozens to hundreds. In addition, there were some magic weapons. There were dozens of magic weapons in the Tianzun realm and 2 magic weapons in the Suzun realm. It's just that there is no time to check them carefully now, and I will talk about it in the future. I didn't expect that soon after coming to the Origin continent, I would become a wealthy man rich enough to make a fortune. With the Origin crystal in Xiaoyu's hand, my wealth is comparable to that of a 6-star force like the Lei family. So much wealth gives Lin Moyu confidence, the confidence to take root. In Laikang, the battle ended. The place where the Yin family was located was blocked by thunder, and no one was allowed to approach. The Tianzun who were watching the excitement gradually dispersed when they saw that there was no more show to watch. Only a few dozen could see deeper things. In Lu Fengqing's eyes, invisible forces were surging towards the Lei family. Above the Lei family, there was also a group of invisible forces, which was connected to the origin of the spiritual veins, magnificent and amazing. This is the luck of the Lei family. As a 6-star force, the luck of the Lei family is extremely strong. Moreover, the Lei family controls a 7th-order origin spiritual vein, which suppresses the luck of the Lei family. Anyone who wants to move the Lei family must consider the consequences. Even the Hanshui Holy Land is the same. Once the luck of the Lei family is backfired, the Hanshui Holy Land will also lose a layer of skin. This is also the confidence of the Lei family. They know that the Hanshui Holy Land dare not move them easily. As long as they have a legitimate reason, even if they destroy the Yin family, the Hanshui Holy Land still dare not move them. At most, they will come to the door to ask for a crime and give some compensation, and the matter will be over, and the Yin family will die in vain. The existence of the Yin family is destined to become a victim in the struggle between the Lei family and the Hanshui Holy Land from the beginning, and it is difficult to escape. At this moment, the luck of the Lei family is constantly absorbing the luck of the Yin family to make itself stronger. The struggle for power is not only a struggle for resources but also a struggle for luck. Lu Fengqing had seen through it long ago. After watching for a while, he shook his head gently, "It's none of my business. The Yin family will be played to death sooner or later. It's just a matter of whether they die early or late." He ignored it and went to the yard where Lin Moyu was. When he arrived at Lin Moyu's residence, he found that Lin Moyu was no longer there. The house was empty. Hey, where did the brat go? He had told Lin Moyu before that after the trip to Leishan, he would take Lin Moyu to the Formation Master Association for formation certification. After registering as a formal formation master, he invited Lin Moyu to become a guest formation master of Lufeng Chamber of Commerce. The brat doesn't seem like a person who would break his promise, but judging from the situation here, he should have left. Lu Fengqing analyzed the clues in the yard and concluded that Lin Moyu was indeed gone. There were footsteps behind him. Lu Fengqing turned around and saw Lei Sanxiang. "Lei Daoyu, are you here to see Lin Daoyu as well?" He called Lin Moyu a brat, but in front of outsiders, Lu Fengqing still formally called him Lin Daoyu. Lei Sanxiang said, "I came here specially to wait for Lu Daoyu." Oh, Lu Fengqing was a little confused. "Does Lei Daoyu want to see me for something?" Lei Sanxiang said, "Nothing, just came to tell Lu Daoyu that brother Lin has left. As for where he went, Lei can't tell you. But with the ability of Lufeng Chamber of Commerce, it shouldn't be difficult to find brother Lin." Lu Fengqing's eyes turned, and he immediately understood what was going on. He knew that Lin Moyu must have participated in the extermination of the Yin family, so he left first to prevent the Hanshui Holy Land from causing trouble. The Hanshui Holy Land might not be able to do anything to the Lei family, but it could definitely kill him. Unless he never leaves the Lei family. So it is best for Lin Moyu to leave. Lu Fengqing smiled. "Lu knows, thank you fellow Taoist Lei for telling me." Lei Sanxiang nodded. "Today at the earliest, tomorrow at the latest, the Holy Land will definitely come. Fellow Taoist Lu should also leave Laikang to avoid trouble." Lu Fengqing clasped his fists. "Thank you fellow Taoist Lei for reminding me." Lei Sanxiang hummed, turned around, and left, and Lu Fengqing also left quickly. He not only wanted to leave here but also to leave Laikang, a place of trouble. After they left, the air twisted and a graceful figure appeared. Ji Yu Hanyu looked at the courtyard where Lin Moyu had lived. The Yin family's affairs are indeed related to Lin Moyu, what an interesting child. She tapped her jade finger lightly, and the space in the courtyard suddenly changed, and the power of time enveloped the courtyard. On her fingertips, an exquisite ring shone, emitting a powerful power of time. She reversed time and searched for Lin Moyu's traces in the long river of time. But no matter how she looked, she couldn't find Lin Moyu. Hey, the time mark was erased. Did the Lei family take action? It's interesting. When did the family have the magic weapon of the Avenue of Time? But it doesn't matter. This Saint Lord has remembered your breath and will find you soon. Before that, talk to Lei Yiming first. Chapter 2595, 2595. Chapter 2595. The Lord of the Holy Land is coming. Half a day after the destruction of the Yin family, an astonishing aura suddenly erupted within the Lei family. This aura quickly faded and dissipated, as if it had never appeared. No one knew what had happened, and no one dared to ask. In the Lei family, Lei Yiming stood with blood at the corner of his mouth and a slightly gloomy expression, motionless. It wasn't that he didn't want to move, but that he couldn't. His appearance was strange. Lightning flowed through his upper body, while his lower body had turned into an ice sculpture. No matter how strong the lightning was, it couldn't break the ice. The yard where Lei Yiming stood had turned into an ice world, with everything frozen. However, this frozen world did not affect the outside of the yard at all. The powerful and terrifying force only existed within the yard. Lei Jungying and Lei Sanxiang felt the disturbance and rushed over quickly. Additionally, 3 other Taoist masters from the Lei family appeared simultaneously. These 3 Taoist masters had not even taken action during the destruction of the Yin family. Including them, the Lei family had a total of 6 Dao Zuns, which was much more powerful than the Yin family. When they saw Lei Yiming's condition, their faces changed drastically. Just as they were about to rush over, they heard Lei Yiming shout, "Don't come over." The 5 Dao Zuns stopped immediately, not daring to approach. They could all feel the powerful force lingering in the yard. As long as they dared to approach, they would be attacked. This force could even freeze Lei Yiming, let alone them. Lei Yiming kept roaring, and waves of power burst from his body. Lightning flashed around him, and within the lightning, a series of Dao patterns emerged from his body and projected outward. The great Dao emerged, and the Dao patterns merged, forming a great Dao true body. Previously, summoning the great Dao true body had been easier, but now it was extremely difficult. The ice in the yard surged towards the great Dao true body, as if trying to freeze it. "Break it for me," Lei Yiming roared, and the great Dao true body suddenly burst into boundless thunder, turning the yard into a sea of thunder. Under the continuous erosion of the sea of thunder, the frozen world finally cracked and slowly melted. However, the melting speed was outrageously slow. After half an hour, with a slight bang, the ice on his lower body finally broke. Lei Yiming escaped from the trap, and the true body of the Dao dissipated. The ice in the yard still existed in the past half hour, only a little bit of the surface had melted. As the true body of the Dao dissipated, the previously melted ice began to condense again. Lei Yiming fell outside the yard and whispered, "Except for you, no one is allowed to approach this yard." His order was the supreme will of the Lei family, and no one dared to disobey. Lei Jungying asked, "Ancestor, what happened?" Lei Yiming replied, "She was here just now." Lei Jungying immediately realized who the ancestor was talking about and looked surprised. "The Holy Land is moving so fast." Lei Yiming said, "She came first. The people from the Holy Land haven't arrived yet." Lei Jungying thought for a while, "Is she here to give us a warning?" Lei Yiming hummed, "We have to pay a price this time. Prepare some origin crystals as an apology. This woman is really powerful. It seems that I am still a little bit short. This frozen courtyard is one of our goals. Sooner or later, we will have to go back." Lei Yiming's eyes flashed with fighting spirit, unwilling to admit defeat. Lei Jungying's eyes also flashed with fighting spirit. The Lei family was never afraid of fighting. Even if it was the Holy Land, they would fight if necessary. Lei Sanxiang asked, "Ancestor, do you know where she is now?" Lei Yiming said, "She said she was going to find Brother Lin. I'll leave for a while. You guys take care of the rest." After that, Lei Yiming rushed out of the Lei family and headed for the depths of Leishan Mountain. In the depths of Leishan Mountain, the voice of Tianlei Taoist came from the thunder, "Have you dealt with everything?" Lei Yiming said, "Something unexpected happened." He told Tianlei Taoist about Jiyu Hanyu. Her name is Jiyu Hanyu. She is the Holy Lord of this generation of the Holy Land, with the cultivation of the 6th level of Dao Zun, which is stronger than me. She is going to find fellow Taoist Lin, and I can't help her. Tianlai Taoist whispered, "It's okay, Brother Lin will be fine. Since you are here, don't leave yet, just practice here for a while." Lei Yiming's eyes lit up with joy, "Thank you, senior." A crack appeared in the mountains deep in Laishan Mountain, and Lei Yiming rushed in without hesitation. Lin Moyu flew towards the north, crossing countless mountains, forests, and lakes in one day. At his current speed, it would take about 5 days to leave the control of the Hanshui Holy Land. 5 million miles, 1 million miles a day, was already very fast. In the Tianzun realm, almost no one dared to fly at such a speed in the wilderness of the Origin Continent. The Origin Continent was not safe. In addition to the human race, countless spirit beasts lived in Nanzhou. Some spirit beasts were very strong, comparable to Daozan. Lin Moyu knew this and tried not to cause a big commotion. For this reason, he used runes to make his breath weaker. However, doing so still couldn't completely avoid danger. With his powerful spiritual perception, Lin Moyu sensed several times that powerful beings were staring at him, but fortunately they did not trouble him. Some powerful beings in the mountains and forests had reached the Daozan realm. Although he was not afraid, it would be troublesome if they targeted him. Fortunately, he quickly left their territory and did not really annoy them. Spirit beasts are the true sons of the Origin Continent. Without the Origin spiritual veins, they can still reproduce and prosper. They don't need the power of luck either. They can also become Daozun. Lin Moyu's eyes were thoughtful, perhaps, Daozun is not a realm for them, but just a symbol of strength. Just like the fish in the Boundary Sea, they don't need the real world at all, and they can become Tianzun or even Daozun. There is more than one way to be powerful. The way of our human race is different from the way of these spirit beasts. While thinking, Lin Moyu suddenly felt a chill. The sudden chill made him feel creepy. He braked suddenly and stopped in midair, looking around with extremely vigilant eyes, and said loudly, "Which senior is here, please show up." The white cold air condensed not far in front of him, forming a figure. Wearing a white and gorgeous long skirt, the figure was shrouded in cold air, and the true face couldn't be seen clearly. But just the temperament was enough to make people fall in love with it. Lin Moyu felt danger from her, extreme danger. Not only the fourth realm of Tao, but also stronger than Brother Lei. Who is this? Unable to see the other person's face, Lin Moyu could only tell that she was a woman. He lowered his posture very low. "What instructions do you have for me?" Ji Yu Hanyu looked at Lin Moyu, her eyes seemed to have substance. Lin Moyu felt that his whole body was seen through, and there was no secret at all. Lin Moyu's whole body was tense, but he didn't dare to act rashly. Fortunately, the other party didn't spy on his real world, otherwise, he would have to fight to the death. Ji Yu Hanyu said, "At the age of just over 2000, you have cultivated to the realm of Tianzun. You are no longer an ordinary genius, but a top-level genius. It's a pity that you have too many thoughts, otherwise this Saint Lord would like to cultivate you." Lin Moyu's heart skipped a beat, and the 3 words, "this Saint Lord," revealed her identity. She was the Lord of Hanshui Holy Land, Ji Yu Hanyu. Chapter 2596, 2596. Chapter 2596, Take action sooner and get out sooner. In Lei Yiming's view, Ji Yu Hanyu was not just a little scary but quite terrifying. In the eyes of others, the Lord of the Holy Land was synonymous with strength and power, a top figure on the Origin Continent. Lin Moyu didn't expect that Ji Yu Hanyu would personally take action against him, which might be overestimating his importance. Quickly calculating in his mind, he realized that even if he used all his trump cards and detonated the corpse of the Yin family's ancestor, with the help of Zhu Shui, it would probably be difficult to harm her. In the face of an absolute gap in strength, all means seemed meaningless. Lin Moyu felt powerless but didn't give up. "Senior, are you here to avenge the Yin family?" Ji Yu Hanyu chuckled, her laughter icy enough to freeze the soul. "The Yin family is nothing, and it was the Lei family who did it. No matter what you did behind the scenes, it's the Lei family's business. You are just a heavenly venerable, you don't have that ability. This Saint Master wants to settle the account of Ling Shui with you." Lin Moyu suddenly realized and immediately said, "Fellow Taoist Nian Shui made a soul oath." Ji Yu Hanyu sneered, "That was the oath of the Horned Dragon Star Lord. This Saint Master wants to settle the account of you weakening Nian Shui's luck during the trip to Laishan. Don't worry, this Saint Master will not kill you. Your account will be settled in the future. Since you are a genius, I cannot leave you alone. You should understand the reason. Lin Moyu felt uneasy. He realized that Ji Yu Hanyu saw his high cultivation talent and decided to destroy his foundation. As for the soul oath, Ji Yu Hanyu obviously didn't take it seriously. As the master of the Holy Land, she naturally had the means to avoid it. Otherwise, with his talent, even if Ji Yu Nianshui got the inheritance of the Horned Dragon Star Lord, it would be difficult to take revenge. Lin Moyu sighed, if the senior really wants to do this, the junior has no choice but to fight to the death. Ji Yu Hanyu chuckled, interesting. Then this saint wants to see what means you have. Fight to the death. Her laughter was pleasant, but to Lin Moyu, it was colder than 10,000 years of ice. Lin Moyu's eyes narrowed slightly, then the senior will see. He took out a magic weapon of the heavenly Venerable realm and threw it at Ji Yu Hanyu. The magic weapon exploded in midair, and the immortal flame evolved into a sea of fire, covering the world and engulfing Ji Yu Hanyu. In the flames, countless fish flew out. Ji Yu Hanyu's laughter came from the flames. This magic weapon is interesting. It can actually summon so many world sea fish, but what's the use? Countless world sea fish rushed towards Ji Yu Hanyu, wrapping her inside and out. Ji Yu Hanyu's laughter came from the center, and then a sharp cold air emerged. Wherever the cold air passed, the immortal flame world sea fish were frozen. In the blink of an eye, the world became a world of ice. Boom! The world sea fish in the ice suddenly exploded. Once the resurrected died again, they would explode, and the power was equivalent to self-explosion. It's a pity that Ji Yu Hanyu's ice was too strong. Even if the world sea fish exploded one after another, they couldn't break the ice. Ji Yu Hanyu slowly flew out of the frozen world, like a fairy, her cold eyes sweeping around. You ran away quickly, but did you escape? Lin Moyu's figure had long disappeared. Lin Moyu used the void hiding talisman, and at the cost of a significant reduction in speed, his breath was hidden to the extreme. Ji Yu Hanyu was able to track him, and Lin Moyu guessed it was probably related to his breath. The time mark had been erased, and only his breath could track him. Fight to the death. I'll fight to the death with you. I'm not an idiot. Lin Moyu knew very well that the stronger and better he performed, the faster he would die. Originally, Ji Yu Hanyu only intended to destroy his foundation. If he performed too powerfully, she might kill him in return. But he couldn't act too weakly either, or it would arouse Ji Yu Hanyu's suspicion. So he could only act appropriately, and that would be enough. Lin Moyu was not actually afraid that Ji Yu Hanyu would destroy his foundation. At most, he would commit suicide once and become a brand new person. If his new talent was not good, he could still go back to find Tianlai Daoran. On the contrary, if Ji Yu Hanyu wanted to kill him, it would be a troublesome matter. So he couldn't act too amazing, nor too weak, and he had to grasp the degree. Lin Moyu used the virtual invisibility talisman to sneak all the way and continued to move north. He also knew that the virtual invisibility talisman was probably useless, but he just wanted to put on a show for Ji Yu Hanyu. At the same time, even the route to continue north was specially chosen. He wanted to tell Ji Yu Hanyu that the reason he chose to continue north was to present a feeling that the most dangerous place was the safest place. This behavior, in Ji Yu Hanyu's eyes, would become a little clever, but not particularly clever. Everything he did was to confuse Ji Yu Hanyu, let Ji Yu Hanyu destroy his foundation, and then get out of here quickly. Lin Moyu had done enough tricks, it depended on whether Ji Yu Hanyu would be fooled. After a while, the coldness spread again. The world was frozen, the hidden talisman was directly broken, and Lin Moyu appeared in this frozen world. The cold air fell on his body, and a layer of frost suddenly formed, making Lin Moyu unable to move. The difference in power between him and Ji Yu Hanyu was too great. There were countless gaps between the low-level Tianzun and the 6th level of Daozun. It could be said that Ji Yu Hanyu could kill Lin Moyu hundreds of times with just a breath. The new talent would be useless in front of Ji Yu Hanyu. He would be killed once he lived. Lin Moyu was like a baby in front of her, and all kinds of methods would be useless. At this moment, Lin Moyu looked helpless. Senior, you have good means, and I am convinced. Ji Yu Hanyu smiled. You should have other means. I heard from Nianshui that your murderous aura is very strong, even stronger than that of Zhao Zhao Xingjun. Why don't you come out and try? Lin Moyu smiled bitterly. Is it necessary? You are a Taoist master, and I am just a low-level Tianzun. What murderous aura can be useful to you? Senior is the knife and the chopping board, and I am just the fish. You can kill or cut me, as you wish. Lin Moyu acted as if he was ready to die. Anyway, he couldn't beat her, so he simply didn't resist. You can do whatever you want. Ji Yu Hanyu chuckled, you look like this, it seems that this Saint Lord is bullying the younger generation. Lin Moyu said, isn't it? Ji Yu Hanyu said, this Saint Lord bullied you, so what? As the master of the Holy Land, she was very domineering. She didn't need to explain what she wanted to do to anyone. Anyone who dared to say a word of nonsense would be killed directly. A ball of coldness emerged from Ji Yu Hanyu's fingertips. This cold air will freeze your blood and freeze your luck at the same time. This can be regarded as paying off the account of the trip to Lation. As for the other accounts, Nian Shui will naturally come to you to settle them in the future. Lin Moyu's face changed. Senior is really good at tricks. The blood is frozen, the luck is frozen, and there is no possibility for me to move forward. By then, Ji Yu Nian Shui will make rapid progress, and if I stand still, I will be surpassed sooner or later. This move actually solved the potential threat for Ji Yu Nian Shui. Although his face was extremely ugly, Lin Moyu was thinking in his heart, what a cruel woman. If that's the case, then hurry up and get out. Ji Yu Hanyu pointed at Lin Moyu, and the cold air shot towards Lin Moyu like an arrow. Lin Moyu couldn't move and couldn't dodge. Suddenly, a thunderbolt jumped out of Lin Moyu's body, instantly breaking the cold air. Chapter 2597, 2597. Chapter 2597, How can there be a fire that burns the world? Lightning suddenly appeared, breaking through the cold air. This change made Ji Yu Hanyu exclaim in surprise. Not only her, but even Lin Moyu was a little surprised. He found that the source of the lightning was the inheritance jade token given by Tianlai Taoist. One of the two inheritance jade tokens, which inherited the Thunder Avenue, was shining in the soul world at this moment. The powerful force was directly transmitted from the soul world to the real world. My brother, who dares to move? A road appeared above Lin Moyu's head. In an instant, an area of 1,000 miles turned into a sea of thunder, and a thunder giant appeared within it. Dao Junshin, Lin Moyu whispered softly. They were both Dao Junshin, but Tianlai Taoist's Dao Junshin was much more powerful than Lei Yiming's. Tianlai Taoist's Dao Junshin was more solid, like a physical entity. Dao Junshin was wearing battle armor made of thunder, with some illusory patterns on it. Lin Moyu guessed these might be Dao patterns. However, the Dao pattern was not visible now, and this Dao's true body could not exert its full power. After all, it was only the will of Tianlai Taoist that had descended, not his true body. Lin Moyu glanced at Ji Yu Hanyu, whose face was hidden behind the cold air, making it impossible to see clearly. However, Lin Moyu could imagine that Ji Yu Hanyu must be extremely shocked at this moment. Thunder and lightning suddenly flashed in the sky, and cracks in space appeared silently. Terrible winds and fire flew out of the cracks and attacked the Dao's true body. The wind of annihilation, the fire of heavenly punishment. Ji Yu Hanyu suddenly spoke, her voice filled with strong shock and disbelief. Lin Moyu was also extremely shocked at this moment as he saw the fire of burning the world. The fire of heavenly punishment, as Ji Yu Hanyu called it, was exactly the same as the fire of burning the world he had, except for the name and power. He didn't know why the wind of annihilation and the fire of burning the world suddenly appeared in the sky, but he knew that these two things were not good. The Taoist of heavenly thunder roared, holding thunder in his hand, and punched towards Ji Yu Hanyu. Ji Yu Hanyu also raised her hand and slapped it, and cold air burst out. Who are you? Why did you attract heavenly punishment? Tianlai Taoist said coldly, you are not qualified. Thunders fell one after another, and the Taoist of heavenly thunder's punch evolved into infinite thunder, trying to devour Ji Yu Hanyu. Ji Yu Hanyu naturally didn't care about ordinary thunders, even Lei Yiming's thunder didn't concern her. But she couldn't withstand the thunder of Tianlai Taoist. The boundless cold air shattered in the thunder, and Ji Yu Hanyu quickly retreated. In the competition of strength, she lost. At this time, the Taoist of heavenly thunder stepped into the void, and in an instant, countless lightning bolts evolved from all directions to trap Ji Yu Hanyu. Ji Yu Hanyu took out a magic weapon, which evolved into a large array of ice, and with her cold air, she instantly completed self-freezing. Since she couldn't avoid it, she decided to bear it. The Tao's true body carried thousands of thunderbolts and punched the ice. The ice was broken in an instant, and then countless thunderbolts fell on Ji Yu Hanyu. Ji Yu Hanyu groaned, took out a jade card, and sprayed blood on it. The jade card flashed, and Ji Yu Hanyu disappeared. Escaped. Lin Moyu never thought that Ji Yu Hanyu would escape. At this moment, the wind of annihilation and the fire of burning the world fell on the Tao's true body at the same time. The powerful Tao's true body was blown by the wind of annihilation, and the armor was broken one after another. The fire of burning the world enveloped the true body of the great Tao, and the true body of the great Tao was burned in the flames. Lin Moyu saluted the true body of the great Tao. "Thank you, Brother Tianlei, for saving me." The voice of Tianlei Taoist sounded, "Brother Lin, don't worry. I have been targeted by the great Tao and cannot show myself outside. Once I show myself, I will definitely be punished. This is just a wisp of a clone, it doesn't matter. This woman has been injured by my Thunder Great Tao, and the injury should be serious. She has many magic weapons, and it is not easy to kill her. But my Thunder Great Tao is not so easy to bear. She will not pose a threat to Brother Lin for the time being. 2 jade cards can only protect Brother Lin twice. The origin continent is not safe. Brother Lin must be extremely careful." The last word fell, and the wind of annihilation and the fire of burning the world completely devoured the true body of the great Tao. Lin Moyu sighed softly, "What a pity." The reason for this pity was only known to him. Originally, Ji Yu Hanyu had decided to hurt him but not kill him. At that time, he only needed to act again, find the right opportunity, and complete the rebirth, so that he could deceive Ji Yu Hanyu. Instead of wasting a precious chance to save his life like now. This is a real chance to save his life, there are only 2, and now it has been reduced by half, so Lin Moyu feels a little pity. But thinking about it, Lin Moyu is not sure whether his previous approach is completely safe. What if Ji Yu Hanyu has some special means, even the rebirth will be useless. Or Ji Yu Hanyu will keep an eye on him, and once she finds out that he has broken her means, she will come again. His previous method is not foolproof. I am lucky if I get it, and I will die if I lose it. Lin Moyu whispered, "It's good now." Although he wasted an opportunity, Ji Yu Hanyu will definitely not dare to trouble him again. She should have escaped with some magic in the end, and I don't know how injured she is. It's better to hurt her more seriously. In a flash, Lin Moyu thought of another question: why is there a world-burning fire in the heavenly punishment? What exactly is the world-burning fire left by the mysterious master? Why can the world-burning fire that even Brother Tianlei can't stop be controlled by people? Lin Moyu was puzzled and couldn't figure it out. If you don't understand, put it aside for the time being, collect your mind, and continue to move north. After encountering Ji Yu Hanyu, Lin Moyu's mind became relaxed and his mood became comfortable. Mountains passed by one after another, and the mountains were far away. Lin Moyu moved forward in a straight line, trying to collect his breath as much as possible. Occasionally, he would break into the territory of some powerful spirit beasts, but as long as he didn't do anything out of the ordinary, these spirit beasts would rarely attack him. After 3 alternations of the origin, Lin Moyu had come to the edge of the Hanshui Holy Land. The origin of the Hanshui Holy Land had become extremely weak after coming here. Only some weak families relied on these weak origins to survive. Without the suppression of the origin, the terrain here was changeable. Every once in a while, the terrain would change, and the role of the map would be greatly weakened. This is the edge of the Hanshui Holy Land, and it is also the area bordering the forces of the Wendao sect. The 2 origins of the Hanshui Holy Land and the Wendao sect collided here, and then they were clearly divided into their own territories. No matter which force, their control over this area is very weak. Compared to the hinterland, this area seems more primitive and more dangerous, and the original spirit beasts living here are even more powerful. As the controller of an area, Hanshui Holy Land had long cleared out the spirit beasts that threatened it in its territory. The strongest spirit beast Lin Moyu encountered along the way was only the first level of Dao Zun. But when you reach the edge, the spirit beasts you encounter will become stronger and stronger, and it is very likely to encounter spirit beasts of the 2nd, 3rd, or even 4th level of Dao Zun. The last million miles of road are more difficult to walk than before. Chapter 2598, 2598. Chapter 2598. Enemies meet on a narrow road in the last million miles. Lin Moyu didn't dare to use the Eye of the Dead to see. He knew that the Eye of the Dead could not hide from the Dao Zun spirit beasts, and they would regard it as a provocation. He avoided releasing the skeleton god general to explore this area, as that would simply be courting death. Those Daozun realm spirit beasts were very likely to find him by tracking the breath left by the skeleton god general. Ji Yu Hanyu had found him through a trace of breath, demonstrating that Daozun had this capability, which spelled trouble. The normal route to leave the Hanshui Holy Land should not be like this, there should be a smooth road to take. However, that road was controlled by the Hanshui Holy Land, making it inaccessible to him. So, he had no choice but to take this perilous path. As he ventured deeper, his speed gradually slowed down. He merged the forces of the Avenue of Time and the Avenue of Space to form the Calendar of Time and Space. Lin Moyu entered another time and space, making his breath weaker and weaker. This method was more effective than the Void Hidden Talisman, but Lin Moyu was unsure if it could hide him from the spirit beasts. I hope I'll have better luck, he thought. He ventured deeper into this wild area, where traces of the human race became fewer and fewer until they disappeared entirely. The primitive aura grew stronger, and even in another time and space, Lin Moyu could feel this change. Lin Moyu became increasingly cautious. This was already a place where the origin of the Hanshui Holy Land was extremely thin. After flying for a while, Lin Moyu showed some surprise. There are people. He looked down from a high place and saw a group of people stopping in front of a lake. This group wore uniform clothes, indicating they were from the same force. There were 3 Tianzins in the team, and the rest were Supremes. Are they training? Lin Moyu was puzzled. Training in such a place was akin to provoking a Daozun realm spirit beast and seeking death. In Lin Moyu's perception, there was a Daozun realm spirit beast in the huge lake where they were. But these people didn't seem to be afraid. Could it be that they have some agreement with the spirit beast? He wondered. Many Daozun realm spirit beasts had wisdom, so it wasn't impossible to negotiate. Lin Moyu didn't want to meddle in other people's business, so he turned around and left after taking a look. Among the people by the lake, a celestial master looked up at where Lin Moyu was and happened to see him leaving. Someone actually dared to fly here. How brave, one celestial master remarked. The other 2 celestial masters also saw Lin Moyu. The more skilled, the more courageous he is. Maybe he is strong enough. He should have a special method to hide his breath. Although we can see him, we can't sense his breath. Indeed, this method is really good. There are mountains beyond mountains, and people beyond people. The origin continent is vast, and our experience is far from enough. The celestial masters sighed but didn't pursue Lin Moyu. In such a place, it was difficult to distinguish between enemies and friends, and it wasn't suitable to deal with strangers. After a short encounter, it might be an eternal farewell. There were too many passers-by in life, and there was only one chance in a lifetime. Lin Moyu continued north, and the breath of the primitive wilderness became more intense. He could feel the powerful breaths one after another. Half a day later, he had flown hundreds of thousands of miles, and the last 1,000,000 miles of the journey had passed halfway. Another 600,000 miles, and he would be able to truly leave the control area of the Hanshui Holy Land. In fact, he was already safe in this area, and the Hanshui Holy Land should not chase him. There were many spirit beasts in the realm of Daozun here, and these spirit beasts had a sense of territory. It was good that a heavenly master like Lin Moyu came in because the spirit beasts could sense that he was not a threat to them. If a Daozun came, it would probably directly attract the attack of spirit beasts. Lin Moyu had a thought in his mind, will there be a human Daozun coming here to hunt? These Daozun realm spirit beasts were dangerous but also full of treasures. If they could be hunted successfully, the flesh and blood of the spirit beasts could be excellent materials for refining tools and alchemy. Especially those flesh and blood with Dao patterns, which were top materials. Additionally, the spirit beasts could be tamed and brought back to the sect to become guarding spirit beasts. Many powerful sects did this, using spirit beasts to guard the mountain gate, which was very powerful. If there is a chance in the future, I can also hunt a few to guard the mountain gate, he thought. Shaking his head, Lin Moyu felt that he was thinking too far ahead. Now he wasn't even completely safe, so how could he think about these illusory things? Yin and Yang alternated, Taiyan origin regained control of the earth, night fell, and the temperature dropped rapidly. Lin Moyu's figure, under the illumination of Taiyan origin, revealed loneliness. Another 100,000 miles away, he could leave the area of Hanshui Holy Land. From afar, Lin Moyu saw a magical scene. Waves of origin power, with dreamy colors, rose from under the earth, forming a layer of light waterfalls flowing upstream. This layer of waterfalls composed of origin power spread over tens of millions of kilometers, with no end in sight, like a ribbon wrapping around Hanshui Holy Land. Origin is like a waterfall. Lin Moyu thought of a phrase. This phenomenon was because the origin spiritual vein of Hanshui Holy Land and the origin spiritual vein of Wendao sect collided here. The powerful force of the collision of the two origin spiritual veins tore the earth and formed a spectacular origin waterfall. It should have been the outermost end of the origin spiritual vein, but because of the competition between the two origin spiritual veins, the origin power here became stronger. Unfortunately, it was also because of the competition between the two spiritual veins that the origin power became irritable and could not be absorbed and utilized by people. The countercurrent waterfall formed by the power of origin was spectacular, with a dreamy color and a strong breath of origin rushing towards the face, straight into the soul. Even Lin Moyu couldn't help but admire it. After getting closer for a while, the power of origin hit like waves, and the power of origin penetrated time and space. Lin Moyu could no longer maintain the power of time and space and revealed his figure. As soon as he appeared in the normal space, he felt the power of origin more clearly. The power of origin here was extremely chaotic. The two spiritual veins of origin collided and merged with each other, forming a power that could not be absorbed at all. If one tried to absorb the power of origin to practice here, the avenue would be chaotic and counterproductive. Boom! The huge impact force, mixed with the power of origin, hit Lin Moyu, who couldn't keep his body steady and was immediately blown away for hundreds of miles. Then came a deafening roar that went straight into the soul. Under the illumination of the Taiyan origin, two huge Daozen realm spirit beasts rushed into the sky and burst out with amazing power. Seeing this, Lin Moyu retreated again and stayed away from the place of right and wrong. Once the Daozen realm spirit beasts fought recklessly, the aftermath alone would be enough to make him suffer. Spirit beasts occasionally fight, but Daozen realm spirit beasts generally remain restrained and will not attack casually. They often have reasons for fighting. Could it be that some treasure has appeared? But why are these two Daozen realm spirit beasts so similar? Lin Moyu, thousands of miles away, used his full eyesight to look carefully. The two Daozen realm spirit beasts looked almost the same. From their aura, they should be more than Daozen realm 1 or 2, at least above Daozen realm 3. How strong they were, Lin Moyu couldn't see clearly. Lin Moyu's face suddenly changed, and he blurted out, Ji Yu Hanyu. The two Daozen realm spirit beasts were not fighting each other. There was another person between them, who was Ji Yu Hanyu. Chapter 2599, 2599. Chapter 2599, How do you know the origin of magic? Lin Moyu had never seen Ji Yu Hanyu's true appearance. However, Ji Yu Hanyu's aura was so distinctive that he would recognize her instantly if he saw her again. Previously, Ji Yu Hanyu had escaped using magic weapons and secret techniques. Lin Moyu didn't expect her to appear here and provoke two Daozen realm spirit beasts. Upon seeing Ji Yu Hanyu, Lin Moyu's first instinct was to flee. But before he could make a move, a chill enveloped him. Frost formed around him, and a layer of ice appeared on his body, freezing him in place once again. At the same time that Lin Moyu saw Ji Yu Hanyu, she also noticed him. Bad luck, Lin Moyu cursed inwardly. Even from thousands of miles away, he could feel Ji Yu Hanyu's murderous gaze. The two spirit beasts roared and attacked simultaneously, their powerful origin energy surging through the air. Ji Yu Hanyu's attention shifted back to the spirit beasts, focusing on dealing with them. The power of the spirit beasts was immense, beyond imagination. The massive force spread in all directions, toppling ancient trees and dense forests. Cracks began to appear in the ice seal around Lin Moyu's body, and it was about to break. Lin Moyu was delighted. As long as the ice seal broke, he would escape immediately. He couldn't afford to provoke Ji Yu Hanyu for the time being. Ji Yu Hanyu waved her hands, and a huge figure appeared under the moonlight. Ji Yu Hanyu had also summoned her Dao True body, which took the form of a female warrior made of ice. The ice goddess of war wore armor and, though large, was graceful. The goddess held a massive ice spear, dominating the world. The two spirit beasts roared continuously, colliding and merging together. After merging, their strength surged, and their bodies grew larger. From their aura and power, they were not weaker than Ji Yu Hanyu's Dao True body. Lin Moyu noticed lightning flashing on Ji Yu Hanyu's body. Her injury hasn't healed, and Brother Tianlei's Dao attack is still affecting her. The power of Tianlei Daoist was not easy to bear. Although Ji Yu Hanyu had escaped, she was seriously injured. Now, her power was not at its peak. Much of her strength was used to suppress the thunder power within her. Ji Yu Hanyu's face was gloomy, and blood trickled from the corners of her mouth. If it weren't for the need to suppress the thunder power, these two spirit beasts wouldn't be her opponents at all. The ice goddess and the spirit beasts clashed, and it was difficult to determine a winner. The origin power surged explosively, and the ice around Lin Moyu continued to collapse. With a sound like breaking glass, the ice shattered, and Lin Moyu was freed. He immediately leapt away without hesitation. The wings of the undead spread out, and he didn't dare to hold back. His soul power was pushed to the extreme, and his speed reached unprecedented levels. At this moment, he didn't care whether he would attract attacks from other spirit beasts. "Don't even think about running away," Ji Yu Hanyu shouted. She turned into a light and chased after Lin Moyu. The ice goddess continued to battle the two spirit beasts, but Ji Yu Hanyu pursued Lin Moyu regardless. Her speed was faster than Lin Moyu's, and the distance between them rapidly closed. Lin Moyu finally saw Ji Yu Hanyu's appearance clearly. Her beauty was breathtaking. Under ordinary circumstances, it would be worth appreciating. But now, in Lin Moyu's eyes, she was just a crazed woman. Ji Yu Hanyu's eyes were filled with murderous intent. This time, she didn't want to just cripple Lin Moyu's foundation, she wanted to kill him. After becoming the Holy Lord of the Hanshui Holy Land, she hadn't been injured for many years. Unexpectedly, a mere Lin Moyu had caused her serious injury. She was the Lord of the Holy Land, a powerful existence in the sixth realm of Daozun, but she had been injured by a low-level Tianzun. No matter the reason, the fact was that she was injured. This was a humiliation, and only by killing Lin Moyu could she wash it away. The distance between them kept closing, and Lin Moyu knew he couldn't escape. At this point, he had to fight. Secret technique. Sky Breaker. A violent murderous aura rose, and the murderous intent accumulated by Lin Moyu over thousands of years of killing erupted completely. The murderous aura transformed into a huge sword, slashing towards Ji Yu Hanyu. Previously, he couldn't use the murderous aura effectively, but after obtaining the Sky Breaker secret technique from Ji Yu Nianshui, he could now transform the murderous aura into a weapon. Lin Moyu had tried it and found it quite powerful. The attack power of this secret technique had little to do with the realm. Its power was determined by the strength of one's murderous aura. With his murderous aura, the power of the Sky Breaker / had reached the level of a mid-level heavenly venerable. The attack power was secondary. The attack of a mid-level heavenly venerable had no effect on Ji Yu Hanyu. The reason he chose it was because it had a strong enough momentum and a large enough coverage. The sword transformed by the murderous aura slashed towards Ji Yu Hanyu. Her face remained cold. A trifling trick. She clapped her jade hands, and a giant palm evolved, smashing the sword into pieces. The sword was broken, but its murderous aura exploded in all directions. In an instant, powerful auras rose from the forest below, and the spirit beasts in the Daozun realm woke up one after another. Ji Yu Hanyu then understood Lin Moyu's true intention. "You are courting death." Lin Moyu snorted coldly and ignored her. With a thought, a large piece of fog appeared behind him. The mist evolved into the skeleton hell, and the spirits in the hellish zone pressed down on Ji Yu Hanyu. Ji Yu Hanyu snorted coldly. "You have many tricks, but they are useless." She felt a strong chill on her body, and the skeleton hell was immediately frozen and then shattered. Lin Moyu did not expect the skeleton hell to stop Ji Yu Hanyu, he just wanted to complete the mark. With the mark, he could then perform the corpse explosion. The corpses of the 3 Daozun ancestors of the Yin family were still in his hands. Although their realms were not as high as Ji Yu Hanyu's, they were still his trump cards. If it didn't work, there was still a chance with Tianlai Taoist's amulet, but Lin Moyu really didn't want to use it. The chill still enveloped Lin Moyu, and the coldness penetrated his bones, slowing his speed significantly. At this time, Ji Yu Hanyu suddenly groaned, and blood flowed from the corner of her mouth again. Thunder erupted from her body, and Tianlai Taoist's thunder power began to rage once more. Ji Yu Hanyu had to use more strength to suppress the injury. She couldn't help but look back. After losing control, her Tao True Body lost the upper hand in the battle with the spirit beasts. If the Tao True Body was hurt, Ji Yu Hanyu would also be implicated. Lin Moyu clearly felt that Ji Yu Hanyu's aura was slightly weaker than before. This discovery made Lin Moyu feel that he was not hopeless. He remembered what Tianlai Taoist had said. Ji Yuhanyu was more seriously injured than it appeared. There is still a chance. Lin Moyu shook the wings of the undead again and fled with all his might. He wanted to delay, and the longer the delay, the better it would be for him. Ji Yuhanyu also realized this and waved a large piece of cold air to freeze Lin Moyu. His speed was reduced again, and Ji Yuhanyu quickly approached. In a blink of an eye, the distance between them was less than 1,000 miles. Lin Moyu no longer held back, and the original magic that had not been used for a long time suddenly activated. Origin magic. Gathering power. In an instant, the endless power of the undead legion gathered on him, and his realm was raised layer by layer. At the same time, a strange power spread from Lin Moyu. Ji Yuhanyu's eyes shrank suddenly. Origin magic. Then she shouted in a delicate voice, "How do you have the origin magic?" Lin Moyu ignored her. After using the gathering power magic, his realm was raised at an astonishing speed. Now, the number of the undead legion was far greater than before, and the power gathered was also beyond imagination. In an instant, Lin Moyu broke through 2 realms and reached the high-level heavenly Venerable. While his realm was raised, Lin Moyu's soul and body were under great pressure. Bang! Golden flames burned fiercely, and the immortal golden body was activated immediately. Immortal golden body! Ji Yuhanyu exclaimed again, stunned for a moment. An attack shot from the earth and hit Ji Yuhanyu heavily. Chapter 2600, 2600. Chapter 2600, If I believe you, there will be something wrong. Ji Yuhanyu was caught off guard by Lin Moyu's use of origin magic in the immortal golden body. When the attack came, she didn't even have time to react. With a loud bang, Ji Yuhanyu was sent flying backward, blood spurting from her mouth and staining her white clothes red. Ji Yuhanyu quickly regained her composure and slapped her hand backward. In an instant, thousands of miles were frozen, turning the land into an icy wasteland. The spirit beast that had attacked Ji Yuhanyu earlier was instantly turned into an ice sculpture, its life force rapidly diminishing. Ji Yuhanyu looked up and saw that Lin Moyu had already fled far away, almost out of sight. After Lin Moyu used his concentration technique, his strength increased significantly, and his realm had reached the limit of a high-level Tianzun, just a step away from the peak of Tianzun. Both his soul and body were under immense pressure. If he pushed any further, both would collapse. Maintaining his peak state, Lin Moyu vibrated the wings of the undead and moved away at his fastest speed. Ji Yuhanyu's face was cold. You can't escape. The blood at the corner of her mouth fell away naturally, and her red clothes regained their luster. Ji Yuhanyu turned into a stream of light and chased after Lin Moyu. Even though Lin Moyu used origin magic, he was still not as fast as Ji Yuhanyu. Ji Yuhanyu emitted cold air all around her, freezing thousands of miles wherever she passed. A roar sounded from the earth, and souls awakened one after another. Ji Yuhanyu's wanton intrusion into their territory was no longer just a provocation but an invasion. Hundreds of thousands of miles of wild land shook violently, and countless spirit beasts revived and roared in anger. Lin Moyu's expression was grim. This woman is crazy. He knew that Ji Yuhanyu wasn't losing her mind, she was doing this on purpose. Ji Yuhanyu was a powerful figure in the 6th realm of Daozun and the Lord of Hanshui Holy Land. Whether it was her means or magic weapons, she was far superior to ordinary Daozun. Even though she was injured, her ability to survive was still far better than his. When all the spirit beasts revived, it would be him who was in greater danger. Now, Ji Yuhanyu was trying to kill him with the help of the spirit beasts. Lin Moyu snorted coldly. It's a nice thought, but you're dreaming. The wings of the undead vibrated, and he sped up, heading north. As long as he crossed the origin waterfall, he could enter the territory of the Wendao sect. At that time, even Ji Yuhanyu would have to be cautious. Ji Yuhanyu obviously knew Lin Moyu's thoughts. A sharp sword appeared in her hand, which suddenly turned into a stream of light and shot towards Lin Moyu. Lin Moyu snorted lightly, and the giant power lich appeared behind him. The power avenue emerged, and the ancestral water fell simultaneously. The giant power lich's aura increased sharply, and it punched out one punch after another. One punch, 2 punches, 3 punches, each one heavier than the last. When the 3rd punch was thrown, the true body of the Tao emerged. Ji Yuhanyu was surprised again. It was unheard of for a Tianzun realm to display the true body of the Tao. But she could see that this Tao true body was not very powerful. The fist and sword collided, and the Tao true body collapsed instantly. Lin Moyu pointed at Ji Yu Hanyu at the same time. Origin level magic, time curse. Ji Yu Hanyu groaned as her soul was attacked, making her feel uncomfortable. It was also because of this soul attack that the flying sword lost its target and turned back. Her face became increasingly ugly. The attack of the Tianzun realm can actually affect the soul of this Saint Lord. This child cannot be kept. She finally realized the horror of Lin Moyu. She felt that even if Ji Yu Nianshui obtained the inheritance of the Star Lord, he might not be Lin Moyu's opponent. Her killing intent towards Lin Moyu grew extremely strong. But when she thought of Lin Moyu's origin magic and immortal golden body, she suddenly hesitated again. The Hanshui Holy Land had a long history. As the master of the Holy Land, she knew much more than ordinary people. Even Tianlai Daoran, a strong man of the 9th realm of Dao Zun, knew fewer secrets than her. She knew what origin magic meant and what the immortal golden body signified. Origin magic is different from origin level magic. The former can be considered innate, while origin level magic is acquired, and the difference between the two is immense. Ji Yu Hanyu was calculating the gains and losses, and gradually, her killing intent weakened. However, she couldn't let Lin Moyu go, otherwise, it would leave a big trouble for the Holy Land. She couldn't kill him, and she couldn't let him go. She could only turn hostility into friendship and find a way to resolve past grudges. Stop, I won't kill you. Ji Yu Hanyu's voice reached Lin Moyu's ears, and it sounded like there was indeed no killing intent, but Lin Moyu didn't dare to stop. God knows if Ji Yu Hanyu was acting. If she was, then although he wouldn't die, he would definitely lose the last amulet of Tianlai Taoist. It wasn't worth it. Ji Yu Hanyu saw Lin Moyu not stopping, so she accelerated to catch up with him, and at the same time, she sent a soul message, "This Saint Lord promises not to kill you, let's talk." Lin Moyu continued to fly silently. Now, no matter what Ji Yu Hanyu said, his main point was one word: escape. Escape was the best strategy. If he really wanted to talk about something, he could wait until he reached the Dao Zun realm in the future and had bargaining chips. What's the point of talking now? What qualifications did he have to talk? Ji Yu Hanyu called several times but found that it didn't work, and there was a little anger in her eyes. In her opinion, she had already lowered her status, but Lin Moyu was still so ungrateful. With anger, Ji Yu Hanyu raised her hand and slapped it. The terrible cold gathered in front of Lin Moyu, and she instantly turned into an ice goddess of war. Ji Yu Hanyu's Dao True body moved directly from a distance to Lin Moyu's front as if teleporting. The Dao True body thrust out with a spear, and the world froze in an instant, turning Lin Moyu into an ice sculpture. Lin Moyu was frozen again and could not move. Amid the roar, the spirit beast fighting with the ice goddess locked onto Ji Yu Hanyu and rushed over quickly. The ice goddess turned around and fought with it again. However, after the teleportation just now, the ice goddess's combat power was obviously weakened by several points, and the teleportation consumed a lot of its strength. Ji Yu Hanyu's mouth was bleeding again, and thunder spread on her body. The injuries that had been suppressed before broke out again. The roars came one after another, and spirit beasts appeared in the void, rushing from all directions. All these spirit beasts were in the Dao Zun realm, and they were at least powerful spirit beasts above the 3rd realm of Dao Zun. Ji Yu Hanyu's face changed slightly. If it were normal, she would not be afraid. But now, most of her strength was used to suppress the injury, and the situation was not favorable for her. She looked at Lin Moyu with a very complicated expression. Lin Moyu felt a faint murderous intent from her eyes, but there was also hesitation. What is she thinking? She wanted to kill me so much before, why is she hesitating now? Is it because of Ji Yu Nianshui? Does she still want to cut off my foundation and let Ji Yu Nianshui deal with me? She asked me to stop before and said she had something to discuss. Is it true or false? She had a chance to kill me by using the true body of the Great Tao, but she just trapped me in ice. It's really strange. Lin Moyu couldn't understand Ji Yu Hanyu's inner thoughts and could only analyze from her eyes, but he couldn't gather too much information. More and more Dao Zun realm spirit beasts came over. Once surrounded, even she would be in trouble. Ji Yu Hanyu made a decision. The coldness between heaven and earth intensified. The true body of the Great Tao burst out with a shocking coldness, freezing the heaven and earth, and blocking the spirit beasts that came around. Ji Yu Hanyu stretched out her hand and pressed it lightly, and the power of Dao Zun wrapped Lin Moyu, flying into the dense forest with him, and disappeared in an instant.